Hello? Is this thing on? Did I do it right? Did we do it right like the very first time?
Honestly,
that was pretty good.
I wish we were muted because things, despite you guys did not see how this podcast started just now.
Oh my god. I was like, dude, we don't have a laptop. We don't have a laptop. And so he, with 20 seconds with the timer left, he runs sprints. I open a beer. This is the 21st episode of Brothers to the End podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, no, you're glossing over right now.
What am I glossing over?
We don't have you
We don't even have a chat open right now. We don't have anything open.
Brennan hits me and he's like, hey, are you ready to go live? Like your stream title and stuff's changed? I'm like, yeah, we're good. We go live. 2 minutes till we're actually, like, the countdown is going. 2 minutes till we're actually live. And he's like, gotta take the dogs out. So he's running downstairs. So, Ruski. Shouldn't have said that too loud because they're gonna come barging in here. Let's go potty. And so they all run downstairs. I'm running around. I'm getting my glass of whiskey and stuff like that. I'm getting ready, And then I get in here. I'm like, all right, take this picture. Like 60 seconds. Take this picture with me. All right, you better post it. I'll post it fast. Haven't posted it yet. I'm going to do that in a second. And then he's like, oh, shit, we don't have a laptop. And I was like, oh, 30 seconds left. Sprint to my room. And he lives in a mansion. So
I don't live in a mansion.
Like,
when do you sprint to your room?
Four flights of stairs in 20 seconds. And your boy is here. We got the laptop.
We're already dropping frames. Why are we dropping frames? We shouldn't be dropping any frames. I can assure you, there's something going on. I might have to fight somebody. It's fine.
It's not a lot of frames.
It's fine. But still, it shouldn't even do it once.
Yeah. Honestly.
Did I shut off the Dropbox? We are
things. It's a
little thing.
Okay,
so we might just have to go with now.
But I feel like we had really low standards for this episode anyways.
True.
Since
the dogs are barking.
It's the 21st episode, and so we said last week our podcast is turning 21. Mm-hmm. We're gonna celebrate by drinking, as most 21-year-olds do.
Yeah. This is a perfect example of what it's like
to be an alcoholic.
Well, no. I was going to say...
Looking for any excuse to just drink alcohol.
I was going to say, this is a perfect example of turning 21, where it's like you think you have your life together, but you fucking don't, and you're a child still. 21 doesn't make a difference. You can drink now, so now you can legally make horrible decisions. It's fantastic, really.
Amen to that.
So I think that's a good segue to start. This is the 21st episode of Brothers to the End. Also, hi, everyone. Welcome. Those of you tuning in on Twitch or YouTube or listening to this on any of the many, many audio platforms, we hope you guys have had a great rest of your last 2 weeks. Not rest of your 2 weeks.
Well, we hope you have a good rest of your 2 weeks, too.
Yeah, your next 2 weeks. I mean, why not?
Don't read into that too much.
No.
Good rest of your 2 weeks could mean very dark, grim things now that I say it out loud.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
You're the one who said it, and I agreed with you, and then I wanted to backtrack a little bit because that doesn't sound too nice.
That's true. That did sound a little dark. Anyway, the first thing I want to say, because you already mentioned it sort of, is as he drinks his whiskey, he's getting started. What time is it? It is technically 5 p.m., so we're fine, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's 5 p.m. right now.
It
just turned 5 p.m.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. 21 episodes since the reboot.
Dude.
Yeah.
Living life in lavish in quarantine.
To consistency.
More or less.
Yeah, it's consistency.
We've been here every other week. Maybe not on Monday.
We're a couple days off, Mondays, why are Mondays always so busy?
Mostly because, I don't know. I thought it would work out perfectly when we were scheduling the podcast initially because Sundays just happen to be both of our off days, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, we get everything we need done throughout the week done on Sunday, and then chores and stuff, and then we're ready to go for the week. We have time to prepare, and then we're so busy on Sundays that Monday rolls around, and we're still not prepared for anything. Yeah. Things happen, stuff's got to get done still. We're finishing up from Sunday, and then,
21 episodes. We've done it. And that's 21, and we're almost a year in, right? It's got to be close, because we rebooted it last summer.
52, half a year.
We're only 6 months in?
Yeah, right? We just went over this, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't make sense. We started in the summer last year.
52 weeks. 52 weeks.
Divided by 2.
Is it 54 weeks in a year or 52?
I don't know. I don't know. I know there's 365 days in a year, but I don't know how many weeks there are in a year.
Dude, I think there's 50.
We can Google this, man.
54.
We have little cell phones,
we did
dude.
every single week. So yeah, we're approaching a year.
weeks in a year?
Because we did every other week. We're at podcast 21.
52.143 weeks in a year. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
So we're literally about to
half.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 episodes. We're almost halfway there.
Yep.
Or
As far as weeks. No, we're almost
sorry,
we're halfway through almost halfway through the year.
We're almost
Dude, you're confusing
with the
me.
whole year in.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, we're not even drunk yet. Oh no, dude.
I just opened this beer.
Oh
Jesus Christ,
my
dude.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, we're almost a year straight. That's pretty good.
Dude, it's phenomenal.
That's crazy for us.
Seeing as how the previous 7 years before the technical reboot, we did 13 episodes in 7 years. Very
Wait,
sporadic.
we did 13?
I think so.
Damn, that's actually more than I thought we did.
In 7 years.
Okay, that's true. It was like an episode
And
every
they
couple
weren't
months.
Even real
No,
episodes.
they weren't.
Like
we
think,
did
like,
one in Gears of War gameplay. Like we played in Gears of War 3, and we just over the mics we were doing the podcast.
Well, because that's how it would just happen. We would like it started off. We were like consistent, and we were doing it every week. And I think we got like 6-7 episodes in, right? And then we just stopped. It just fell off. It just fell off. And then we would be drunk on stream, and I'd be like, "Welcome to Brothers of the End podcast episode," and you'd be like, "No, I'm not doing it tonight. No, not tonight." And then the next weekend we'd get drunk again, and I'd try it again, and you'd be like the right level of drunk to be like, "And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Brothers of the End podcast."
True.
And then like that's just how the podcast would go, and so we did, yeah.
And then we did it. And then we just stopped. And then we decided, fuck it, let's do it again. And now here we are, 21 episodes in.
Feels good.
Feels
and you know
good,
what,
man.
You know what feels the best is when people are literally like, oh, they'll come into my chat or tweet at me and stuff, and they're like, dude, been really loving the podcast. When's the podcast this week?
Yeah,
Is
like
there a podcast this week? It makes me feel really good. Like people actually are listening to it. I mean,
True.
I assume people listen to it, but I don't know.
I'm not naive. I see the numbers. They're not terribly high, but it's like, I think this for you and I is more of a passion project anyway.
I don't see the numbers, and I feel great.
Yeah, well, good. Yeah, I mean, they don't matter. They don't matter. Like, right? I do it because I get to sit down, just hang out. It's something that we can do, kind of flavor up the weeks.
Yeah,
you know?
it changed. You know, it's not. It's
Something
like
else we can
I
do.
like our current schedule. We do it every other week, so it's not like something that we're like bogged down by and like. I don't know. It's just really relaxed, and I think us just being able, like, it's not like a structured podcast in the sense of like we come on here and we talk sports every week, or we.
Bro,
like,
we don't. Most of the time, we don't even have topics
but
and or
but
guests.
That's the thing. I like just being.
We've
able
had
to-
like 2 guests.
In our defense, it's hard with our current setup right now. We've talked about this on the podcast before, but like it would be more ideal to have people like live in studio, at Brothers to the End headquarters.
With everything going on right now, though,
It's impossible.
It's impossible. Yeah.
So once we start landing these big brand deals for the
dude.
podcast,
Bringing in Brad Pitt, George Clooney,
obviously,
we
can bring in Tom Brady. Talk about his recent trade.
Yeah, Tom. I mean, I was texting Tom the other day, and he said he would love to come on the podcast.
Dude,
he's doing well, man. I mean, I think honestly, he's pretty happy to just get away from New England. Yeah, that's what he texted me. He was like, "Dude, honestly, Patriots fans suck."
Wow.
And I'm so happy to be a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. It was a really candid conversation. You know, we had a good couple minutes.
That's different. That's a different Tom Brady than the one you're thinking of. It's our friend.
Yeah, it's our other friend Tom.
He moved from New England. to Tampa
he got a
Bay.
job in Tampa Bay.
Ironically enough,
it's different. It was a whole different guy.
Yeah. We would never put words in the NFL.
Wait, I definitely
superstars.
said Patriots fans.
Yeah.
That's the name of the company he worked for. They call the workers the Patriots fans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they're all a bunch of fucking Patriot fans.
That's true, actually. Shit. They're from New England. Makes sense. Anyway, I'm just giving you guys a hard time. Sorry, Patriots fans. You know,
I don't even watch football.
I mean,
my team is the Lions. I really,
no wonder you don't watch football.
I haven't been able to speak on football in so long. Since I was my birth, actually. Since the conception of me.
There's been no Detroit football.
All I know is the last time. Wait, I think we won a playoff game recently. Maybe no, we didn't. There's no way, because I would have been celebrating.
A playoff game.
Yeah, the last playoff game we won was in '91. Well, unless it was like very recent, but I really haven't.
I honestly don't pay attention to the Lions. I don't remember the Lions doing anything ever.
Like in my entire lifetime, I've been on this fucking earth for 28 years. It's gonna be 29 this year. And,
welcome to the club.
Yeah, dude, it's like 28 going on 52.
Whoa, come on, man. I'm not 52.
Bro, I literally wake up and I'm exhausted. My body hurts. It's like, this is at 30. This is like what happens. Like, it's just like you wait, you're feeling great, and then you turn 30 and everything starts shutting down.
Yep. This is what you have to look forward to.
I can't wait.
Anyways, we're all over the place to start this.
I'm having fun, dude.
Yeah. What are you drinking, by the way?
Little Pendleton whiskey.
Is it Pendleton Midnight?
It was their normal one, but if I need a refresh here, I do have.
You got another bottle?
Some of the good stuff.
Oh,
here.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You do have another bottle.
Yeah, well, I finished off this bottle.
I mean, every time I go downstairs, there's a empty bottle of whiskey sitting on the counter.
Yeah, I'm an alcoholic. I said that.
Jesus.
I drink because it makes me happy.
I'm drinking some Imperial IPAs. Alpha Centauri is one of them. And then I got this one. I got a little seasonal pack, and then this other one is a Stash Panda.
That sounds aggressive.
It's very good. I had one of them. It's very sweet.
You love to see that.
That one's the sweet one, but a little IPA.
I like sweeter beers.
I like all beers.
To be fair, I think like the heaviest beer that I actually enjoy is like a Blue Moon.
That's not a heavy beer at all.
Exactly.
That's literally
my point.
Okay, yeah.
That's
a very light beer.
Be like, yeah, can I get a fucking Coors? A Miller Lite, please?
Yeah.
Can I get a Blue Moon? Pushing it, though. I like, you got the orange? No orange? Never mind.
I mean, you got to have it with the orange. Fair enough.
Dude, I love it.
You bought some. There's literally some downstairs.
I bought Blue Moon, yeah, because, so actually, speaking of being an alcoholic,
Jesus.
I told myself that I
21.
was gonna stop drinking as much.
Oh, you told yourself that?
Mostly not because I think drinking in itself is a problem or that I actually have a problem, but that I make super poor decisions when I am drinking. As far as like my eating habits go.
Oh.
Like I've been eating, like I'm not working out in quarantine. I started off and I was trying to be consistent and I was doing home workouts. I just don't have fun with them. I can't do it. I absolutely despise at-home workouts. I'm not motivated to do them. And so I just stopped. And that would not be the end of the world if I wasn't eating fast food 2 to 3 times a day. So I was like eating really, really good for like about a week. And then I got drunk on Sunday evening, I believe. And I already eaten everything that day. I was good on calories, and I had a few whiskey, which put me probably over my calories. And I ended up ordering McDonald's at midnight and crushed about 2,000 calories worth of McDonald's. And I was like, man, it adds up quick. It's not even as much as you think.
Yeah. No, I mean, I believe it.
And so I was really disappointed in myself. And I was like, you know what? If this is what alcohol is going to do to me, maybe I need to take a break from it. So I told myself we're drinking today on the podcast, Wednesday. I already promised, so I started
Friday and Saturday.
No, not on Friday or Saturday, but I will be drinking on Sunday.
For Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I was doing the watch parties on my stream.
Oh, and you gotta drink for those.
Amazing. Well, I haven't yet, but we're cruising. We were doing watch parties every single Sunday for like the last 3 Sundays. And we're watching Psych through the entire series of Psych, which is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And we're already at the season finale of season 1, and we found a drinking game.
Oh God!
On the internet for the show Psych, and so last Sunday I already told everyone that we're going to be doing a drinking game. But I think after
that'd be fun.
I might take a little bit of a break from alcohol. Not because I don't think alcohol is fantastic. I love alcohol. But because I eat like shit when I drink, and I just don't. I gotta
put time out on this before we move any further. For those of you watching, you can see that Vern recently shaved his face, and he had a beard going. You had a beard going.
Oh, did I miss something? Are you about to? Oh no!
There is a hair that is about 1/4 of an inch long off the top of your lip. That is coming off.
No.
And I can see it. The worst part? And I can see it from this angle, and it just, dude, I keep seeing it. I love it. It's the best.
Hold on. Because I did this today. And I didn't post it, but I was going to.
Why would you not post that?
It doesn't look that bad, right?
That's incredible. Why would you not post that?
Okay, I'll post it later. I was having fun.
Dude, you missed one.
Yeah, I didn't last. Fuck. So I kept the mustache only this morning when I shaved, and so I got to it last, and I might have been a little haphazardly shaving.
No, I'm sorry. I noticed it because I hadn't noticed it all day, and then I turned, and you were facing away. You were facing front.
Is it like right here then?
No, it's on this side, but I can just see it. It's just It's like a little. It's like a little whisker, dude. It's just sticking out there. It moves when you talk.
It's for my balance.
It's
Thank God this is not like permanently an audio podcast, and so hopefully you guys listening.
Yeah,
don't acknowledge
they'll be fine. They'll be fine. I explained it well enough. It's literally just a singular whisker sticking off his.
I streamed for 3 hours today and no one noticed, so hopefully you can't even see it on camera.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe they did.
I walked around. I've been talking to you all day, and I didn't see it until just now. Looking at you at a specific
now everyone's
angle.
looking so intensely at the screen,
trying to find that. It's one hair. It's only one hair that
Bro.
he missed. I don't know how he missed it.
I'll be honest. I did it very quickly because I was running behind today.
Okay, well, that seems to be the I don't know, the theme of the day.
For real. I mean, well, I woke up today and I was feeling pretty good. I slept well, but it was already like 11:30 when I had actually like rolled out of bed, and then I wanted a shower because I did need to shave and stuff today. Yeah, I was running. I usually start my stream around noon, and so I was obviously pretty late for that.
Okay, just because you had to shave. I don't know why you shaved your beard. You could have just trimmed it
up.
up.
I have been, and it felt like it was stagnant. I didn't like it.
It was stagnant.
Yeah, it just wasn't growing anymore. It wasn't filling in anywhere.
Yeah, welcome to my life, brother. Look at it. This is stagnant. This is as good as it gets.
You got
but see, it doesn't. I have places where it doesn't fill in. It doesn't connect.
Yeah,
and it's just stagnant. You know?
I mean, I might attempt it again, but I was just really over it, and this time it was getting itchy and stuff. I was just over it.
See, I've never experieed itchy beard like any. Dude. Like I know a lot of people experience that. I know it's a thing, but I don't have a facial hair like that. I've never.
I wanted to like. If I want a beard, I want a beard, dog. I want like. Oh yeah. So when I was shaving, I left mutton chops for a little bit.
At least you had fun with it.
Dude, I was kind of feeling myself with the chops, bro. I was like, maybe I keep this.
Definitely not.
Well, you don't know? You didn't see? I didn't take a picture of that.
See mutton chops.
Did I look good with the mustache?
You do kind of look good with the mustache.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's a little,
I'll post it later.
It's a little early 90s porn mustachy.
It's been so long. I would love to, like, since I've had any sort of sexual interaction with anything.
Like, I'll be honest, it looks like you were wearing a banana hammock, you went to the beach, and you were offering free mustache rides.
Dude, I would love to have, like, give out that. I would love to exude sex like that. They're like, wow.
I mean, you don't need to do anything else to be able to be that person. I mean, yeah, some people might think you're, like, a sex offender or a pedophile or
I don't
a weirdo.
want that. Oh, God, no.
Well,
I just want them to think that
that you're sexy?
Yeah.
Well, only certain types of people can pull that off.
I think I'm one of them.
And I think you are one of them. Yes,
dude,
I was just about to say the same thing. I think you're one of them. I think you can do it. Yeah. You got the lips.
True.
That's about all you need.
It's like 80% of the battle. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Unfortunately, people like me, I have the lip.
Yeah. Dude.
I have one good lip, and then the other one is kind of hiding.
Oh, well.
It's hiding under my mustache. You can't even see it. It doesn't exist. I just have a bottom lip. That's it.
At least you got nice facial hair, sort of.
Thank you for adding the sort of, just to be honest with me. Yeah, it's patchy, all right?
Well, I'd never lie to you. I mean, it looks better than anything. I would never lie to you. About what?
About a lot of things.
What if I ever lie? Let's get into it.
You're always
now that
gassing
we're drinking.
Me up.
Yeah. What does that have to do? I would never lie about it. I would never.
That's true. I can't think of anything you've actually lied to me about. You know,
someone
from
like that,
like jokes,
because every time, yeah, okay,
or messing with me or something.
I do, yeah, but only when it's blatantly obvious.
Nah, not always.
If I say something that if I lie on purpose, it is so obscenely like out of the realm of possibilities. If you believe me, you either don't know me as a person, or are just not smart.
Damn.
I'm just saying, bro.
Dude.
If you ever came to me and was like, yeah, Vern lied about that one time he rescued an entire school from a fire. Now, I know he didn't do that. He's not capable of doing that, and he's a liar, and that's not someone I would like to be around. I don't think you're a liar,
but I do think you are dramatic.
Oh, for sure, but that's funny, dude.
Which you know, there's a line there, right? Because drama can kind of go into the realm of
no,
yeah, it can. It goes into the realm of maybe not technically the truth.
No, that's how though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're like,
dude, you're being dramatic right now.
No, I'm not. You're like. You're
trying to associate me lying with me just being funny.
Drama and you know manufacturing the story, quote unquote, the story or the truth, it could be considered a slight bit of lying.
No,
lies in some
that's
capacity.
what I said. Either
Yes,
you don't know me, or you are just
Rumors.
dumb.
I wouldn't say it's rumors. More like, what's the word? You're I don't know. You're dramatic. You're a fucking drama queen.
Yeah, but only when it's funny. It's never like I don't
Yeah,
start
it's not-
rumors. I don't
Right. You're not malicious.
I'm not gossiping.
Well,
When have I ever gossiped to you?
okay, that's true. You're not much of a gossiper.
Brand, you will not guess what I fucking heard at Safeway
Okay,
today.
Yeah, no, you're not like that. You're not really a gossiper.
The lady behind me wasn't wearing a mask and was in my fucking space. True story,
What the
actually.
fuck?
I went to Safeway the other day. This bitch.
You didn't say you're 6 feet. There's even things.
Bro,
on the
there's
floor.
literal lines
Yeah.
that are like, hey, you're a customer, you stand here. If you're not with that party, you stand here. Keep your fucking distance.
I'll be honest.
And I was there, and she was just in my shit, putting her shit on the belt. And I was like,
Really?
if you don't,
I'll be honest. So I went to the store with Steph a couple weeks back, and I was looking for stuff because I was making. It was when I made the meatloaf. I made some meatloaf, right? So I was looking for all the ingredients. The meatloaf. Anyway, so I was looking for all the ingredients, and I'm going from and I was just so focused on getting stuff, I wasn't paying attention to like the lines on the ground saying one way.
Oh yeah, dude.
And, like,
I saw
6
employees not
feet.
even listening to that.
And so I'm walking through. I'm getting my shit, and Steph's like, "Babe, 6 feet, get away." I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't even thinking. Like
I
my
mean,
bad.
that's
I'm
just-
so like used to just." I wasn't thinking about
It's
it.
habits,
and
dude.
I'm
It's
not
habits. You
like
just go
staring
grocery
at the
shopping.
ground, walking it. Looking
I
at
mean,
the
yeah,
ground
I did that too, but no, I really, like I said, I saw employees not following their like one-way rules and shit like that. I think like if there's a ton of people in like an aisle, I'll avoid it until I feel like it's died down a bit, until it's a little safer. I mean, everyone's there.
I went to the store
touching stuff.
today and wore a mask,
Yeah.
and I was like, nobody's wearing masks right now.
I actually seen a lot of masks. But
Really?
the one lady that was
I saw,
behind
like,
me
none.
absolutely was not, and that made me upset.
Yeah, well, people are
Dude.
crazy, man. People think it's gone all of a sudden. Oh, dude, it's fine. The
Yeah,
heat's gonna kill it. Oh, dude, it's too hot for it to live.
Thank goodness. Dude, why didn't we just think of that before?
Oh,
What if we all just went out and drove our cars a ton, increased global warming so that the sun's rays could fucking melt us and the virus at the same time?
Wait, I have an idea.
All right.
If it gets so hot that humans can't exist on Earth, then the virus will die.
No humans, no virus.
Dude, simple.
Math.
Melt the ice caps, drown
Dude,
the
it's
continents.
times like this that I just don't know why I didn't finish my PhD.
Yeah, I think to get a PhD, you got to start like a little bit below that, make a master's, bachelor's,
I was
associates.
advanced.
Oh, so you just skipped all that? You just skipped all that? I mean, you have a
right to the factory.
You do have a PhD in drinking for sure.
I'm an expert.
They say 10
journeyman.
years.
I'm a
They say
journeyman.
10 years of experience. It
Yeah.
makes you an expert at something. And you definitely have more than 10 years. No, you don't.
I don't.
You're not there yet. It seems like you should.
Dude,
You're not
I'm
there
making
yet.
up for lost time.
I don't even have 10 years of drinking
I'm
under my
28
belt.
years old, and I didn't start drinking until I was 22. I actually wanted to get into that. That's one of the topics.
Yeah, that's
We're
true.
gonna.
We should probably get into a topic.
Sure. I mean, we're having fun. We're riffing, dude. We're battling it out with words.
We're not battling.
On the same team.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
We're fighting. We're fighting the
We're
listeners.
we're fighting our listeners.
You guys,
Great.
if you got that shit to talk, feel free. I'm
not
three
listening.
sips in.
I'm not listening to them.
I'm 3 sips in.
I can't hear
I'm ready
them.
yeah, imagine that.
3 sips in, ready to fuck. His motto for life.
3 sips in, ready to fuck.
So, drinking experience at 21, or when
Dude.
your first drinking experience?
Yeah.
Or,
So I thought it would be fun, like being our 21st episode, us having a few sips of alcohol throughout the podcast. Me, maybe many sips. I was like, let's just reminisce, talk about like our earliest drinking memories.
Oh, man.
When we started.
Oh, man.
Like
Yikes.
if we had any funny stories to share
God.
about drinking and such. Actually, I have one story that I recall drinking before I was 20. I started drinking when I was 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things went into that. Just like I thought alcohol was very, very bad growing up. Like it would like lead to terrible behavior, and like I know people who drank a lot, and I didn't really like them when they drink, and so like I just avoided it for a very long time. There was one time though, I think I had to have been like maybe 13 or 14. And I told this on stream not too long ago, so if you're hearing this twice, I apologize. But we were having like, it was like 4th of July weekend, and like we were throwing a block party. And so everyone was hanging out, and there was like this really, really cute girl that used to live like 2 doors down from my dad. And she played basketball. She was like this tall blonde girl.
Damn, bro, she was in.
Literally,
she was in.
That's all I needed to be infatuated with her. I was like,
love of your life.
I was like 13 years old, and she was at this block party, and me and my stepbrother, who was also the same age as me at this point.
What you doing, stepbro?
Yeah.
Sorry. Weird. In this context, kind of weird. My bad. Didn't mean to make that weird.
But so we're all hanging out, and they're like kind of close to our age. They're definitely like juniors or seniors, and we're like either freshmen or in 8th grade still. But we're all just hanging out, whatever, and they're like doing like the high school thing where they're like, man, I want to drink. And my stepbrother, he was kind of like the troublemaker, and so like he's drank before at this point. I've never touched a sip of alcohol, and he's like, oh, I'll go make you a drink real quick. Like we just had access to alcohol at 13 and 14 years old. And I was like trying to be cool and impress her. So I was like, yeah, we'll go make you a drink. And so I literally just follow my stepbrother into the house, and he's making them drinks and stuff like that. And I was like, I'll bring hers. And so I'm bringing her drink, and she like takes a sip of it, and she's like, wow, this is so strong, gross. And I was like, this is my chance. This is my fucking chance. Oh, if you don't want it, I'll drink it. Never have touched fucking alcohol before in my life. I'll drink it. She's like, yeah, I'll get another one. I was like, cool. Take a sip. Almost vomit on the spot. It was so fucking disgusting. I was like, this is not good. And then I choke it down. I'm like, I'm tough. And never fit. That was the only sip I took. That's all. I didn't want it ever again.
Not until you were 22?
Not until I was 22, and a lot of things led to that. We can get into that. When was your first time drinking? Do you remember it?
Well, my first time drinking, I never even had an experience where I even tried a sip of alcohol until I was 2 weeks away from 21. I was super against it, just kind of similar
I think
to you.
we actually bonded over that for a long time.
We were both like very, very... I wouldn't say straight edge, but we were very against like pretty much all that kind of shit. We don't need to drink, we don't need to do drugs, we don't need to do any of that stuff to have fun.
Sports and video games.
We know how to have a good time without that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
We did bond over that. But yeah, I was super against drinking. Like I was really just not into the whole underage drinking thing. I don't know, I didn't have any desire to be a part of it. I thought it was so lame.
Yeah,
like drinking for the sake of being cool, like just like, oh, we're not supposed to be doing, so let's do it. Like I was like that doesn't make you cool to me.
Dude, I remember there was one story, not to cut you off, but I remember like specifically one time that they were talking about drinking in one of the classes I was in, and I was like, yeah, no, I don't drink, and they were like this one upperclassman was like trying to give me shit for it. He's like, why not? And I was like, I just don't like the taste. Yeah. Like I have no desire to drink. He's like, you don't drink for the taste, bro. And I was like, then why do you do it, dumbass? But now being 28 and borderline alcoholic, I realized what he was saying.
Yeah, you don't drink for the taste. That's true.
I like whiskey.
So like, yeah, it was like 2 weeks before I was 21, and I was at a friend's house, and they were like, oh, well, you never drank. You should drink. And I was like, I'm almost 21, but honestly, I didn't want to be that person that went to a bar and then didn't have any experience and have no idea what the fuck I was doing, and just be like, so I wanted to at least have some type of experience, so I didn't go in completely blind, right? Because I was nervous, and I honestly, like, I have family members that have a history of violent tendencies with alcohol, and so I was honestly, I think at the end of the day, I was just afraid that was going to happen to me, that I would get drunk and I would become violent, and I would not like the person I become. So I stayed away from it. And then like right before I was 21, like, I had some really close friends that they were of drinking age, and they're like, you know what, like you can do it here in the safety of this house. You can try it here. Like if you don't, exactly. If you don't like it, you don't ever have to do it again. They never pressured it on me. They were just like, here's a safe space. You can try it. And so I tried it, and I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. Like I actually enjoyed it, and then like so I tried it once, and then my 21st came around, and my friend was like, all right, it's your 21st. Let's
we're going in.
We're doing a shot, or like shot for shot. 99 bananas. Banana flavored vodka.
God, I know what 99 is.
So my friend Nick, you know Nick. Nick's larger than me.
Yeah.
He's taller.
Yeah.
He weighs a bit more. And he's like shot for shot, and he's definitely drank before. So I'm 21, ripe 21 years old, just a young lad, no experience. And I'm just like, oh, dude, I can keep up, Nick.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I'm not a pussy.
I'm not a pussy, Nick. Fuck you. I can do this. Dude, one after another, after another, after another. All I remember is, I don't know, because I just black out.
All I remember is absolutely nothing.
I don't remember much. I don't remember much. I remember very, very little of that night. I have some vivid memories of me waking up in the middle of the night, just hugging their toilet on different occasions.
Oh, man.
So I learned my lesson pretty early on. Well, no, I didn't, because I'm the type, you know me, you've seen me drunk.
Yeah, several times.
I'm the type of person, it's hard for me because I'm the type of person that can drink and drink and drink and drink and drink, and I'm fine. I'm not a person that gets gradually more drunk. I'm a person who's fine, fine. And then I hit a wall and it's just, I'm done. Like I'm on the other side of it and there's no coming back. And it's such a fine line. It's very easy to cross, but it's hard to see that I'm getting close to that line. So I don't know. That's why I don't drink as much as I used to.
It's probably for the best.
It is for the best.
Okay, like I joke about being an alcoholic and stuff like that, but it's actually something that's super serious, and I think like my anxiety surrounding that and my fear of that actually happening is what leads me to like joke about it a lot, because like you said, I have family members that were like are recovering alcoholics, and it was something that I grew up with, and it's something that terrified me, and I was like, I never want to be that. And so like there has been months where I was just like I stayed sober just to prove, because I saw it potentially becoming a problem, and I was like just wanted to prove to myself that I could, you know. And so I do take that shit serious, and I think like being able to like understand your limits and like set those boundaries for yourself is like one of the beauties of being able to enjoy alcohol. If you're just drinking constantly and you don't know where that boundary is, and then you're constantly are going past that wall, it's not going to be enjoyable, and it's going to become a problem. So props to you.
Yeah, I mean that's my big thing just over the course of like 6-7 years is my level of self-moderation is very like it's a line that changes often, and it's very hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
I mean, like not that long ago, we had a drinking night where we went out and I had drinks and I was fine and I was fine and I was fine. And then all of a sudden you came over and I was not fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how I am. And so I just have to
I went to the bathroom and I came back and I was like, I guess it's time to go.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I don't understand why I'm like
that. Yeah,
you
were fine when I left.
Some people just experience it and you know, they have alcohol affects them in different ways. But so for me, I have to be very, very careful.
Oh, that's
and like,
good, though.
Yeah, and well, obviously yes, but like some people, like I feel like you don't ever have that issue. Like you're always able to dictate how drunk you are. For me, I don't. That's the thing. That's the hard part. Is I don't feel like I'm gone. Like I never feel gone until I am, and then it's too late because I don't remember shit.
I definitely like. I think one of the driving forces behind that is like I've never once blacked out. I vividly remember my worst night ever drinking alcohol.
You've never blacked out?
Ever. Like
some
I've definitely
just don't black out.
I've definitely like I remember the night entirely, and then as people will be like, oh, like we talked about this or we did this, like things will like I'll be like, oh yeah, okay. But I've never like not remembered like getting home or like how I got home or like where I'm at or like what
so you've never
happened.
like woke up and been like,
oh shit,
oh
no,
shit,
not
what
a
happened?
single time.
Man, it's not.
Dude,
it's scary. It is scary.
Oh, I could imagine.
It's happened many times.
But
to me.
I think back to like my anxiety involving the situation. I think I feel myself when even like when I'm drinking heavily. I know when I'm like too drunk. Like I know. So like it's gonna get a little graphic, but like like I have to throw up the night before, and I think that helps to like the night of. Like there's some people that can just pass out,
and
wake up the next day,
throw up?
wake up the next day and have a terrible next day. I literally cannot fall asleep, and so like I know when my stomach is getting to that point and I'm like not feeling well, that like okay, clearly I'm at my limit and I need to fucking stop. I can be fucking hammered, but if I feel that, it's all of a sudden not an enjoyable experience. Because one of my biggest fears is like, especially like, because the majority of like heavy drinking I do is at conventions, like at convention parties.
Yeah.
And my absolute biggest fear is being at one of these parties and like making a complete fucking ass of myself in front of all my peers and like all my friends and like all these people that I feel like I've not really worked hard to like give off a
don't shit
good
where
persona.
you eat.
Yeah.
But
I just like I've thrown up at your house before.
You have?
Yeah. This is not even. I haven't thrown up since I lived here. But
this is when you were visiting. I think I remember this.
I knew it was gonna happen, but I was trying to be respectful about it, and I literally I told everyone because people were still over, and I was like, oh guys, I'm gonna go lay down. I laid there with the spins watching YouTube videos for like 2 hours, and then once everyone went to bed, I literally made my way to the bathroom, fucking let it go, and then just went to bed. And you guys, no one had any fucking clue.
Why would you dude?
Because it's one of my biggest fears. I don't know, bro.
I would never. Well, even in my house,
dude. So the worst.
Come on. Of all places, you can like if
throw
you're gonna
up.
throw up, bro. Throw up. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, I will.
It's all good.
Definitely. I'll definitely take advantage of it.
2 hours of the spins. Fuck that. The spins. As soon as if I ever lay down,
like, I didn't lay down. I was like sitting up. I was kind of
still. If I ever feel like spinny, I know. Okay, well, I gotta throw up and I'll feel better, and then I can go to bed. Boom.
Yeah, but this is when like I was staying downstairs and everyone else was downstairs, and
that was
different. That was like the guest bathroom for everyone that was over, and so like I'm not gonna go.
You could have just ran upstairs, or you could have been like,
I don't know if I could have.
Brent,
drag me to your room so I could throw up.
I would have. That's the thing. Like if you would have came to me, I would always help in that situation. I would never like, fuck you, dude. Do it yourself. Like I would never do that.
I got hella funny stories of me and alcohol at conventions. The worst night of my life was at a convention. And this is like the one, dude. It's super funny now because I survived, but
what the fuck?
Just in general, like my ego, my body survived. Like I just survived. But it was at the first ever TwitchCon actually, and I kind of like burned bridges with a friend, and I saw them there, and it was the last night of TwitchCon, and it was a busy TwitchCon for me, and so like I'd been working my ass off, and I've been kind of avoiding this person. I saw them at this bar, and so I was like sober enough to be like, I need to go make things right. Like it's awkward just being in the same room as them, like not having spoken to them, and so I was like, let's just go make this right while I can. And so I went over and I talked to them. We hashed it out. Everything was cool. And then I was like feeling so much better about the weekend. Like all the stress was off me. And I was like, time to get fucking drunk. And I got blasted, dude. The most drunk I've ever been. And
you still didn't black out. I don't know. How did you, I guess the human body's weird. Some people are just more.
The night at the bar itself, like I don't really remember. I remember like bouncing around and just talking to people.
So we call that brownouts, like where you like in and out. You can remember bits and pieces. I call those brownouts.
I remember. So the actual bar itself was kind of very vague to me. Like I remember talking to me. I couldn't tell you what we were talking about, but I remember like hanging out with the people I was hanging out with and stuff. And then I remember signing my bar tab for $300 and leaving a $100 tip.
Oh, you were that drunk?
Yes.
Where you're just like,
I was like,
I feel good,
dude.
$100 tip.
No,
this person made me feel good tonight.
Dude, I don't know how it wasn't even like I was buying people drinks and shit. I like don't know how, but I was like, it's already $300. Why not make it $400? They did great job tonight. Thank you for helping me out, helping me get this drunk. I appreciate you.
I love that.
And it was when I was staying
it's so real.
Faustus and
Eric.
Lindsay.
Okay.
Linz.
Yeah.
and it was me and Gio were staying at their place. They had offered us their home, you know.
Okay.
And this is why I feel even worse, and why when I say like I survived the weekend, like I survived the night, this is what I mean. I felt like such fucking shit afterwards. And these two, to the day I die, are like some of the greatest friends who absolutely mom and dad me the rest of that night. Eric was driving, so he was fucking sober. And he finds me at the bar, and he's like, Vern, it's time to go, dude. And I think at that point he was like realized how drunk I was. And
he's looking out for you.
We have to go down a flight of stairs. He has me like I'm draped over. I'm like not like full body weight, like just limp on him, but I'm definitely
he's got your back.
I'm stabilizing on him. We get to his car and stuff like that. I'm in the back seat. Instantly, window goes all the way down. I'm leaning to it, just drunk. And
that cold air feel good,
dude. And all of a sudden, my stomach starts turning, and I'm in this man's vehicle. But I don't want them to think that I'm as drunk as I am.
So you don't want to say, like, pull over?
So dude, I was smart, and I tried to
that ain't smart.
Listen, I tried to make it his idea. So I'm in the back
seat. Bro, you want to pull over and get some drinks or something?
No, exactly what happened. I'm
God.
slumped in the back seat, and I'm like, he's like, how you feeling, bud? I was like, I'm good. Do you think you might want to like pull over though, real quick or something? You think maybe you want to do that? And he was like, he looks back at me. He's like, sure, bud. And pulls the car over to the curb. I bust the door open, throw up on the curb, shut the door, and he starts driving again. Not like 3 minutes later, same shit, dude. Like that ruse is going to work twice, as if it worked once. I was like, oh, dude, bro, do you maybe think you want to pull over right now or something? He's like, sure, bud. Like, just so fucking nice. Sure, bud. So, pop the door open again, throw up on another curb. And I shut the door. He's like, all right, Vern, the next drive is on a stretch of highway. We're not going to be able to pull over. Are you going to be okay? I was like, yeah, dude, I'm great.
Oh, no.
I'm great. Make it home, right?
Okay.
They have 2 bathrooms, one upstairs, one downstairs. And I knew that information going into the house, and I was like, this bathroom is mine.
For the night.
For the night. And so I locked myself in their bathroom, and I'm like doing my thing in there, and I'm getting hot. I'm throwing up and stuff, and like just what my body's going through, I'm just getting hot. It happens when you drink too much, when you're drunk. And so I start ripping clothes off.
Oh, dude. Been there.
I end up...
Wait, how long has it been? I was going to time this time. 51 minutes into the podcast, Sullivan has decided, we're here, bitch. I'm here. Sullivan, my dog Sullivan, this has happened how many episodes in a row? 3, 4?
He knows he can open it now, and so he
I
just
don't
does
know,
it.
but he bops his fucking head in here, and he opens it, and just so he knows he can get pets. I mean, we can't get mad at him.
I'm a sucker. No, dude, I'm a sucker. I pet him every time.
Well, it's because he's so
I
damn
kind of like
cute.
it.
But I totally understand to get butt-ass naked and... Bro, I have had some... I mean, you say you don't black out. Dude, I've had nights where, I've had one side of the spectrum where I'll wake up the next day, I'll be butt-ass naked, literally no clothes near me, inside of a bathtub. I've had nights where I wake up and I'm fully clothed, sleeping on top of a bed, not under the blankets, on top of the bed, but backwards, with my head where my feet should be. I've had,
Dude, I remember one time you were super drunk and I was trying to be nice and take your shoes off.
Oh, is this when I woke up all bruised?
Yeah, dude, I thought I broke your fucking ankle. You had some sort of knot in your shoe, dog. Yeah. And I could not get off. And I was like, I tried to just pull it off. He woke up with one shoe off.
Vern's such a good friend that he tried to take my shoes off to put me to bed. Yeah, even though I was blacked out drunk, he could have just put me to bed and I wouldn't have been the wiser, right?
Yeah, instead I broke your ankle trying to get a shoe off.
That was the next day, and I woke up and I had bruises, black bruises all over my armpits and stuff.
That's from me carrying you.
That's because he was trying to carry me and I was just limp weight. That was probably my worst drunk night ever.
Yeah, I would say for both of us. That was my worst drunk night ever, too.
Because you had to deal with me? Damn, dude, it'd be like that. Oh, man, I'm a fucking piece of shit. God damn it.
You know what's the funny part, too? Is, like, I don't ever hold that over your head, but like every time we go out to like drink, I'm like, it's my turn. It's my turn. Like how many times have I said that to you?
You say that a lot.
Like I'm gonna get fucking drunk tonight, and then
It's your
I never
turn to carry.
Yeah, I
does.
never do.
It's your turn
but
to carry me.
I just want you to be ready. Because dude, it's inevitable, right? No, it's not inevitable.
No, you're getting older. See?
Yeah.
That's the thing. We're past that.
Damn.
That's the thing you learn.
You thought I'm having that night before I'm 30.
Shit, that's coming up, bro. Shit, that's coming up quick. Yeah, so 21 drunk. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot of bad drinking nights. I mean, to be fair, I should drink a lot. Drank too much.
Oh, for sure.
I think, especially with like, you know, I've said this before, but like with streaming and content creation, you know, every night is technically a Friday night. So it's like, you know, you make your own schedules. So if you wanna drink in a night and then wake up late the next day and get all your shit done, you can do that, right?
For sure.
So like it was, and especially streaming. Streaming is a very social thing. You know,
Yeah.
you wanna socialize, you wanna have fun with your friends. So it's really easily accessible. It's like, oh, I'm playing GTA for a couple hours with my buds. Why not have a couple drinks?
Everyone's
you know?
schedule is different too. So like you're like some of our friends might be taking like Tuesday, Wednesday off, and it's so Monday, Sunday, Monday is their weekend. We just got done drinking Friday and Saturday, but they're having some drinks. We're not gonna let them drink alone. We're
Yeah,
good friends. So
exactly.
time to get boozed up on Sunday and Monday too.
I mean, shit.
Now I'm on a bender.
Might as well
Fucking
keep it going.
Four
Now
days
I'm hungover.
in. Yeah.
And if I don't drink, I'm gonna feel like shit for 2 days. So I
Yeah.
gotta, See, that's bad. Don't do that kind of stuff. Come on. Drink a lot of water. High quality H2O.
love
That's that
water.
good shit.
Oh.
Yeah, Vern, I got a glass of water before the stream and I was chugging it, and he's like, yeah, get that good shit. Get that.
Because you did too. You filled up a glass. I thought it was gonna be for the podcast, and then you just started fucking guzzling it.
It was good, man.
Nobody clipped that motion. I made.
I was guzzling it. I was guzzling the whole thing, the whole cup.
Look at this numpty.
Sullivan,
He's not.
You can't.
He went under one leg and then over the top the other one. And I don't know.
You trying to get to Dad? Come here, buddy. Come see Dad. God,
Dude.
I love that dog. He's such a dummy, and now we got the big fluff. You know what? This is part of the podcast at this point.
Honestly,
Just
we haven't had guests, so
Yeah, these
might
are
as
our
well
guests.
have the boys.
They
Do you have
come-
anything to say?
They come in here for the pets. Come here, up. Oh my goodness, Jesus.
Okay, you can come up too.
He won't do
This is
that.
more of a visual portion.
Your claws are so sharp. You got those
I
quarantine claws,
Come on,
Bubba.
Yeah,
Oh, the boys
Do you
come
have
to say
anything that
hi.
you want to say on the podcast, bub?
Dude, they're 4 years old, man. 4.
You want me to say anything? Did you enjoy your breakfast this morning? Did you have the poops?
I don't know if Saul's pooped today.
No
He
poops
needs
today.
to, not
Gonna
yet.
poop soon.
He's got to poop soon, because you got to poop soon, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have
Pooping
to.
once a day is good for you.
Dude, dogs are the best.
Dude, yeah.
Dogs are the very best. Honestly, it's a good thing that we didn't talk about dogs at the end of the second beer. You might get some tears out of me.
Aww.
I love my dogs, man. I love my dogs.
We're still gonna get tears out of you,
No,
bitch.
you're not. If you make me cry on a podcast, it'd be pretty impressive.
I don't want to.
Not like in a negative
My
way.
intention is not to make you cry.
Why not? Happy cries are always good.
Dude, you know what I actually just rewatched recently and almost brought tears to my eyes?
Keep talking, because I'm gonna. flip the door.
Well, okay, you can hear me then. Remember the one year that everyone rallied to my mods got together and made a bunch of people. They didn't make a bunch of people. They asked a bunch of people to put together a thing for either Christmas or my birthday. And that video that you recorded, and you started tearing up, and then I started tearing up.
Oh shit!
And
Don't
then,
remind me of that.
I was like, dude, it was such a wholesome experience. Basically, Brendan just fucking poured his heart out to me.
I forgot about that video.
It's one of my top clips.
Really?
A clip from that, yeah. So I was looking through those the other day.
When was that? That was a couple years back.
Dude, yeah, it was like 2-3 years ago.
Damn.
But yeah, it was a good moment.
I probably said something along the lines of, "Hey, fuck you, idiot. You're pretty cool. I love you."
I remember tears rolling down my face and me calling you a pussy. I was like, "You're such a pussy for this."
Just wiping tears away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I had to maintain
you are a pussy.
my
Don't cry.
toxic masculinity.
Dude, you are pretty toxic.
I try to.
You are one of the most toxic gamers I've ever played with. We have clips from like 2012 of you being toxic. You were the original toxic gamer.
Do we though?
Yeah, over Xbox 360 headset.
Yeah, that's the people. That's
are
the enemies.
that guy.
I'm never toxic to, and no, I've never once said anything unprompted.
I don't believe that.
Dude,
I think.
I don't ever go at anyone.
You say unprompted, but you mean like some dude like doing some fucked up shit to you in a game. You don't mean like he says something to you first.
No, both. If you Gears of War, for example, because I feel like we can both.
Yeah, some guy humps you, you start talking shit to him. I'm the same way. Fuck that kid.
Yeah.
You start humping me, you just open Pandora's box, you little bitch.
That's the thing, is because I don't know what I do. It's almost like a superpower, right? Like, if I ever get into a screaming match with someone over the internet, especially, I literally just can tune them out and just continue to speak over them, like. Even if they're saying like stuff that is like actually would hurt my feelings, I black out and I don't hear it.
You yell louder than they do.
I just in my head, dude, I could be losing an argument by a fucking mile, but I will say some shit that will make me laugh in my own head, and I've instantly won the battle. I've won not only the battle, but I've won the war. And I don't think there's ever been a time like on the internet where I've engaged in one of these screaming matches and I've come out feeling like I lost.
Good. That's So you and every other kid that says they fucked my mama over Xbox.
I've never won. I don't talk about mothers.
Okay.
That's disrespectful.
Okay.
I will make out with your dad.
Yeah, you talk about dads. I'll fuck you. I'll fuck your stepdad. I'll fuck your dad and become your stepdad and then send you to boarding school.
I have said that I would come. I think the worst thing I've ever said to somebody was that I was going to court their mother until she falls in love with me, was going to make her divorce his dad, marry his mom, become his stepdad, and then take his internet away. I think that's probably like the most malicious. You should go further,
but I'll put parental controls on your fucking router.
Dude, it just imagine, I think the reasoning behind it was that if you don't you won't be able to be such an asshole online if your dad takes your internet away.
True.
And it clearly his dad is not doing that, so I needed to step in.
Dude,
I don't want to ever disrespect his mother.
Right. No, God forbid.
That's why I was gonna be nice to her.
I don't get that. I do get it because I was 17 once and I did the same shit. Not terribly, but I yelled some pretty bad shit over Xbox Live and playing Gears of War. You know, I yelled my fair share of terrible things. I remember yelling I remember I was like 16 or 17 years old. I was playing Gears, and we'd get kind of feisty with people we were playing against. And I remember one time I was like, "Suck my fucking cock." And I lived in my house with my mom and my little sister, and they were in the house, and my mom busted through that fucking door, and she goes, "Braden, Michael, if I hear you ever say some shit like that again, I'm gonna take your Xbox away, your internet away, your computer away."
Dude, if you haven't had an experience like that, you're not a real gamer.
My bad. I blacked out. I didn't even know she was home, you know? And my little sister, who's 5 years younger than me, is literally in the other, and I'm yelling, "Suck my cock." You know, I can't be yelling that kind of stuff.
So
I yelled some pretty horrible shit.
Okay, this actually was probably one of the most, mortifying situations of my life. I feel like I handled it well, though. I was 18 working in the factory, and I think either Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, it was Black Ops for sure, had just come out that holiday season. It was Christmas. It was the Christmas break between Christmas and New Year's. And my factory was shut down for that time, so I had an entire week off. I lived with my mom and my girlfriend at the time, and they both had work. And I was I just busted my ass for 2 months straight so that I can get this week off. I'm going to fucking enjoy it. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to play video games all fucking day.
Did we play games during that time?
Probably. Oh, most definitely. But I remember I was just beating ass on Call of Duty.
And dick.
Okay, I eventually.
My man.
But my house is empty, so I'm just fucking wilding out. I'm saying
I remember this when this happened live. I know exactly what you're about to say. I know exactly this story. I remember this shit. Keep going.
Okay, so I'm wilding out, right? And I'm screaming about real foul shit because this dude on Call of Duty, he called me gay. That was the insult at the time.
Right.
He was
in a way harsher
yeah,
derogatory term.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he was like, and like that was his go-to, and that was like I've definitely, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I've never said that word before, and I've never like.
I said it. I mean, it was a different time. I said it too. There's
But
a
it
lot
was
of
never,
words
like,
that.
Offensive. It was never like
Right.
offensive to me.
Right.
And so like when he said that, I like fed into it. Because if you call me gay and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna suck your fucking dick.
Right.
Like then the argument's over because now you're getting your dick sucked.
Right.
And you like it.
I'd suck his
You
dick.
fucking
to piss him
like
off
it.
if I needed to.
So I started feeding into it, and I was like, yeah, I'll suck your daddy's dick. Like, I was saying foul shit.
I remember this.
I was talking about how like I keep like dildos taped to like every chair in my house and shit. So you better watch it when you come over, because he was like threatening to come to my house and stuff. And dude, and I was just going in, and I was home alone, so I was screaming this shit at the top of my lungs. My phone rings. It's my mom. Think nothing of it. My mom just checking in on me. Pick up the phone. Hey, Mom. How's it going? What are you saying on that game? And I was like, what do you mean? Nothing. Just playing. I was like, oh, she just assumes that I'm playing. She knows I'm playing games because that's what I'm going to do. That was the plan. She's like, I just got a call from the landlord. And our neighbor had to, and mind you, we had never met this neighbor yet. She had just moved in. And my assumption
Welcome to the neighborhood.
My assumption was that she was at work as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was going off. And so I get the story. Yeah, she had to call. She said she came over there. She had to call. And like me being like embarrassed at first, like got real defensive. And I was like, well, this is my house. She ain't going to tell me. And then I start playing back in my head the things that I was screaming through the house. And I was like, she doesn't need to be subjected to that. So like finally, after an hour of like wallowing in my embarrassment, I walk over. Not only is she our new neighbor, she's also the landlord's daughter.
Oh, but
Not only is she the landlord's daughter, but she was a 3rd grade teacher who was home on Christmas vacation writing thank you cards to all of her fucking students for the gifts that they gave her before holiday break. So imagine this wholesome fucking 3rd grade teacher just up at her dining room table. Thanks, Timmy, for that. Your daddy's gonna get his cock sucked. And she's like, Freudian slips, fucking writes cock on the kid's fucking thank you card. Like, dude, I was like, that's actually how I met my neighbor.
That's how you met your neighbor? Wow, you can make a television show out of that.
How I met your neighbor, yeah.
That's funny.
Dude, oh my God.
Did you guys end up being like, friendly down
never
the line?
spoke to her again.
Okay, yeah, it's probably a good call.
In passing, if like she was outside or something, hi.
Yeah, yeah, I bet. Yeah.
But
yeah, I remember the story. I remember when that happened.
Dude.
I remember you telling me about it. Dude, I lived in an apartment at one point when I was like 20 years old. And this is when we were playing Gears and streaming Gears like 8 to 10 and 12 hours a day, right? And so I was upstairs and nobody lived below us for like the longest time, like for like 3 or 4 months. And then some lady moved in, and so she moved in, and I was like, I don't even remember. What's funny is you know me, I stream and I yell, and especially back then,
dude,
we would get wild and we would do some shit,
my
right?
biggest fears about like finding an apartment or something out here. I'm like, dude, it's just not feasible.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I've had good scenarios and I've had bad scenarios. But anyway, I was a little hesitant. I was like, okay, it's a new person. There's somebody who lives underneath us. I'm a little nervous, but I was like, I was streaming, nothing, no big deal. Like, okay, she hasn't said anything to me. And then all of a sudden, one night, I'm not streaming. It's like a night that I like take off. And Lucas, my friend Lucas, comes over, and we're like watching YouTube videos or something. But I had like a sound system on my computer at the time. So I have like a sub and speakers, and we're literally watching YouTube videos. That's it. Nothing else. Like not even close to as loud as I normally am on a normal stream. All of a sudden, bang, 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 bang. I go, and my roommate Alex is in the living room, and I didn't know, he was someone coming to yell at us. You guys are way too loud. I can hear your music. You're jumping up and down, and my baby's trying to sleep. And I'm like, bitch, I made a video about it. I made a video back in the day. It's called,
Dog, that's
which is
content.
super petty,
Yeah.
but the title is "The Bitch Who Lives Below Me." It's, dude.
Story time. This bitch who lives below me.
I named it "The Bitch Who Lives Below Me," and it's just me ranting. Like, this is old school. Like,
The good old
thank
days.
God nobody probably have seen this video. This is on my old YouTube or some shit. It's there somewhere, I think. This is around the time I did Stop LG 2012. So
Nice.
it was around. So I was 21. Never mind. So I had been. I would drink and I would yell on stream, and it was all sorts of nonsense. But this is the motherfucking time she decides to come and give me shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I was furious about it.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
so mad because I'm. You know what? I'm a pretty respectful person. Like
Sure. I would give you that. Yes.
Like when we had stuff, when we host stuff over here, I'm like, guys, like I'm always the one. I'm like a dad.
You are
guys,
a fucking dad.
Guys,
But that's
you
because
guys, are,
it's
you
your
guys are getting
house.
kind of loud. Like everybody's getting kind of loud. It's kind of getting late. It's like 10 p.m. I'm like, it's a weekday. Let's chill. Like I'm always the one that, cause I know if someone gets mad, it's me.
Yeah, it's on.
I'm
you.
a homeowner. Like I'm gonna be the one that looks bad. So I gotta make sure everyone else is chill. And yeah, I know I'm a dad sometimes, and I gotta chill everybody down.
I mean, I understand.
Yeah, but I'm a very respectful person. Except for the
Maybe
time when
now.
I was 18, 19 years old and I stole Wi-Fi from my neighbors and played Call of Duty and torrented movies on it and stuff. But that's a
Better
far
their
different scenario.
connection. At least they can. If they don't know, they can just deny.
So
Then
there
no
was
one gets in
there was a
trouble.
time when I was younger than that. I was 16. So I was 16 years old. And my mom comes to me and this is, I was in high school. And so and internet was very much needed, right? To do schoolwork and all that shit.
Sure.
My mom was like, this is when I was heavily into Gears 1. My mom goes, money was really tight at the time. And she was like, hey, I can't afford the internet bill right now. Like we have to get rid of the internet. And me thinking, how the fuck am I going to play Gears? Like, what do you mean? Like that was my first thought. Fuck schoolwork. Fuck all the other
Yeah, of
uses
course.
for internet. How am I going to play Gears of War 1 every day of my life?
I have a montage scheduled to come out
What
next
the
month.
fuck?
Mom, you can't do this to me.
Yeah, Mom, I'm recording for a montage right now. What are you doing? We're seventh montaging right now, Mom. So I'm like, okay, I gotta figure. It was eighth montage because I remember the clips. Anyway, so I'm like, I put my Xbox. I had to move my Xbox to a different corner of my room, and like I was looking for Wi-Fi signals. Like maybe one of my old neighbors has like a Wi-Fi,
Hell yeah.
and I find one,
Fuck.
and
yeah.
it's not locked. And I'm pretty sure this is highly illegal, and maybe I'm going to go to jail for saying this. But so I logged on one day. I used it, and I was like, I'm going to test this shit out. And so I get it to connect. It's 1 bar. You know how Xbox shows like the connectivity levels? 4 is the highest. It was 1. And it was sometimes not there, and then sometimes it was there, 1 bar. Right? I'm like, oh shit, this is all I got? Okay, connect to that bitch. So I connect to it. And sometimes I could finish a game of Gears of War. Sometimes I'd get kicked and it would remove me off Xbox and I'd have to sign back in.
Yeah.
And but it doesn't matter. I was getting a couple rounds in. That was enough to get my shit right and get some clips.
You're addicted.
Bro, laggiest thing I've ever played on, but I got used to it. I played like that for 4 months.
That was Gears though.
Exactly.
That was a
So it
part
kind of worked
Gears.
out in that game, right? Everything was laggy, so it didn't really matter. I played like that for 4 months. Literally, if you go watch my 8th Gears of War montage, you will see clips that are so fucking laggy because I played on my neighbor's Wi-Fi. And of course, the worst part is I was downloading torrents. Like, I didn't have money, right? But I wanted to watch movies and shit. But I was 16 years old. Like, I didn't have any money. I was broke as a joke. My family was broke. Like, we didn't have money. So I was like, download some torrents, bro. Hey, here's my thing. You know what? I'm a firm believer in this. If you torrent something, especially now, torrent something now, and then when you get to the point in your life where you can afford to buy those things, then buy them, right? Like
I'm not gonna say that.
If you have the money to buy something, buy it. Don't torrent it.
You ain't sneaky me.
Don't pirate shit. What do you mean?
I'm saying you might be you sound like a fucking narc right now.
What do you mean?
I'm saying you undercover FBI trying to sneak me for what?
What the fuck does? I'm just saying.
I've never done that.
If you have $20,
I pay for it all.
I mean, I haven't torrented anything since I was a kid. Pretty much.
So you
It's
have
true.
torrented stuff.
Yes. I just said that. I've been talking
Could it
about
be
that.
me?
I don't believe you for a second. I used to torrent games, dude.
I would never.
Granted, I never torrented a game that I used on YouTube because holy shit, that could get you in trouble. But I remember torrenting one of the Need for Speed games and playing it.
I don't remember doing any of that because I never did.
Yeah, I don't believe you for a second.
Okay.
I thought we were drinking and being open and
Dude, I will literally talk about anything, but I'm not gonna fucking incriminate myself, you dumbass.
I went back and bought every single one of those IPs. I went back and bought Need for Speed Heat.
Okay, good.
I went back and bought Need for Speed. Not
You better come up with those fucking receipts,
Blacklist.
dog.
Bro, I don't need the receipts.
When the FBI comes, boom, boom, boom. We heard
Bro,
the
I
podcast.
got letters from ISPs saying we have tracked you torrenting from your IP. This is
Really?
yeah.
I never
You never
actually
got
did.
those.
I remember when I was really fucking young and Napster was a thing. One of my
Napster.
Uncle.
Do you remember LimeWire?
I do remember LimeWire.
Yeah.
I think I is it Kaza?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was like LimeWire, but I downloaded that like one time and it fucking torched my computer because I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, because you probably downloaded viruses.
Oh, for sure.
Tons of viruses.
I tried to download The Grudge one time and it was a porn movie, and then I was kind of just over it
Dude,
after that.
dude, that is the worst name for a porn.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck?
I didn't really think about it too much. Dude, it wasn't even like a porn movie. It was just porn. Like I remember like queuing it up to like watch it, and it was
just mislabeled.
Yeah. And
well, because they did that. You could search anything, and it would be porn would come up. Anything.
But that wasn't. I was actually looking for that particular porn. I wasn't trying to illegally download movies or anything like that. So
sure you weren't.
Dubs, baby, dubs.
Sure you weren't. Oh my god, dude! I remember when LimeWire was a thing, and maybe it probably still is a thing. When LimeWire was a thing, we would you could take LimeWire and you could use regular LimeWire to download and pirate LimeWire Pro, the paid version of LimeWire.
That's fucking ironic, dude. That is
and then you'd have the Pro version, and then you're like, wait a minute. What the fuck? Like, this is so silly.
How do you get all this free shit? By stealing other shit.
Oh, man. It was smart, dude. I mean, everyone did it. It made sense.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Yeah, I don't know. Man, I don't know. I mean, granted, like I said, I'm older now, and so I honestly would feel like I would feel really shitty if I pirated shit now, because I know, like, I can buy a CD, I can buy a game, I can buy a movie. Like, I'm at the point in my life now where, like, Sony Vegas. I pirated Sony Vegas for years and years and years and years. And then one day I went to go pirate it on one of my new computers. And I was like, I can afford this software. I need to buy this software. I feel like a piece of shit if I pirate it. Like, I can afford this.
That's growth.
Well, that's what I believe in when it comes to pirating.
Drinks his first beer, starts buying Sony Vegas.
Excuse me? It was way after I drank my first beer. It was long. Honestly, buying Sony Vegas was a recent thing, and I regret it.
So you're still under statute of limitations.
And then I bought the Adobe Suite, Adobe Premiere,
Dude,
Photoshop. That shit is great. I'll teach you.
Okay.
You don't even edit videos, so why does it matter?
Well, because it takes too long.
I can teach you Adobe Premiere in about 10 seconds, and it is way better.
I would actually really appreciate that, because I tried for a while. Dude, this is my thing. Let's get into YouTube real quick.
Okay.
Because I love YouTube, but it's always been like this battle with me. And the fact that you've been able to stay consistent over the years is actually incredible.
I mean,
you know, like
consistent is quote unquote consistent. I don't know if I've been consistent.
You literally run 3 fucking channels.
No, 2. I don't.
You got your Let's Play, your GoldGlove, and your GoldGlove 2, which is inconsistent.
GoldGloveTV 2 hasn't had an upload in like 5 years, 4 years.
Okay, but
so it's irrelevant.
But still, you run 2 fucking channels, and
I haven't ran. I just started running my Let's Play channel. I haven't run YouTube in a long time.
You've put yourself in a position to be consistent.
Yeah.
And
well, you have to.
So that's the thing, is like, I've hired editors before, and then they kind of get busy and do their own thing, and then like as soon as they stop, like I'll try and edit like my own videos. And recently, after I moved out here, dude, I was recording literally almost every day. I was out here, and I would sit down to like piece it, because I have like I'll have like how I want everything to play out in my head, and then when I sit down to edit together, I fucking can't do it, and I'm sitting there spending 40 minutes looking at tutorials on YouTube and how to do one transition, and it's like I feel defeated at the end, and I just don't do it. And like I really, really, really would love to start like being consistent with vlogs and stuff like that. And granted, like in quarantine, there's really not much to do anyways. But it's like that, like when I have to sit there and put like 10 hours into a 7-minute video.
Shouldn't have put 10 hours into it.
Dude, no joke. My last vlog took me like 5-6 hours to edit.
Vlogs are one thing, but like if
and
you want to,
it came out terrible. I did not like the way it came out.
That's tough. I mean,
and so it's just like it just feels.
You're
like
you're always your own worst critic. Always.
For sure. I mean, I still uploaded it. And I hated it, but other people enjoyed it, which is like the.
But like you don't upload gaming stuff, do you?
I was for a while when I had an editor, but then like I wanted to stray away from that.
There's certain gaming stuff that's super easy to do. Granted, how much Warzone do you play?
You play a lot. I actually haven't played it in a minute.
Okay, but how much Warzone have you played? A lot.
Yeah.
And have you had really good games of Warzone that are fun to watch?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay. Do you know how easy that is to just like cut up into a quick little 10-minute video, 12-minute video?
But
that's a video that people will watch.
I get that, but that's not content that I want to put out. I wanted it like so.
It's better than not putting out anything.
Yeah, but I wanted to. So my new YouTube channel, we talked about this on the podcast before because like when we first had our like overlays, which we don't even do anymore.
Well, it's hard to do because we're literally in the same room.
Yeah. But we
had a whole graphics package done.
Yeah. Paid
for it. Don't even get to use it now.
We probably could figure it out.
That's true. But no, they use it for YouTube a little bit.
Okay. Cool. But I like for the longest time we didn't have my YouTube channel on the graphics pack because
that's right. Because
I made a new one, and I finally when I locked that down, I was being consistent. I had youtube.com/VernNotice. Finally, all my branding made sense, and it was great, and I loved it, and I was trying to be super consistent, and it's just not the content that I enjoy, like, on my own channel. So, like, I want to do more IRL stuff, and I want to do, like, I want to do dumb vlogs and skits and games. I want to sit here and, like, I want to boil a bunch of fucking eggs, dude, a dozen of eggs, and I want us to answer questions, and if you get it wrong, you have to smash an egg on your head. And one of us is going to get the raw egg. And we smash it on our head. And then you look like a fucking idiot because you got egg juice all over your face.
Good one, dude.
That's a fun video.
That is a fun video.
So much fun recording it. Because, bro, I don't know. Let's do it. Can we record a video next week?
Sure.
Okay.
You set it up. You boil the eggs.
I'll boil them eggs.
You put the towels down and you say, Brennan, let's film this video in 20 minutes. I'll be in here and I'll sit in here and do it with you.
Okay, good.
Okay,
all right, good.
Do
so
it.
Now you guys know content's
now
coming.
Now you don't have an excuse.
I told you I read off some of my video ideas last podcast. That was another one that I've seen versions of.
But if you set it up and you be proactive about it, like if that's content
fair.
You want, you gotta be proactive and head that shit up.
That's fair.
Like I wouldn't. I don't know. I for me personally, like I don't have enough time in the day to. I wish we had 48-hour days. I just wish I didn't have to sleep, honestly. If I didn't have to sleep,
nice.
Man, I'd be a superhero. I'd be a full-time Twitch streamer, full-time YouTuber, full-time OnlyFans content creator. I'd be a full-time fucking podcaster. I'd be a full-time... I mean, I would be everything, right? I'd be fucking jacked. I'd be... everything. Literally everything.
Yeah,
but
if you didn't need sleep to function.
But if I didn't... Yeah, I need sleep. There's not enough time in the day. And I gotta also keep myself sane.
Yeah.
And so... Like,
but that's the thing too is like I know Steph's not really big into like the vlogging stuff and shit like that.
But I am. If you want to put a camera in front of my face, I got you. Like, don't ever hesitate for me. Like, just cause Steph's not that into it, because I get it. She's not. She's not
a YouTuber. She's a streamer.
Yeah, and she just she streams when she wants to stream, and then when she's chilling, she wants to chill. She doesn't. She wants to turn it all off and relax.
Dude, we're all that way, right? And so I get self-conscious about that too, because I'm like, okay, they're chilling now. I'm not about to just shove my camera in their face and stuff. But
you can shove a camera in my face.
Okay, same for you.
I don't care.
If you want to wake me up and prank me and stuff,
I'm not gonna prank you.
I'll wear pants.
Because if you prank me, I'm not gonna be happy. Because you say that's content. My dog will fucking.
Your dog loves me.
Dude, if you bust into my room while I'm sleeping and Soul's on guard, I don't know.
I say this, so bud.
Soul might fucking bite your butt cheek or something, dude. Yeah, he might, dude.
He loves me.
I mean, he's a sweet boy, but he knows to protect mom and dad when they're sleeping, and he's a protective boy. You've seen him. He goes crazy. Sosa can be. He can be a vicious little dog, man.
He's a good boy.
That's Sosa. He don't fuck around. That man got a jaw of steel.
Yeah.
He's scared. He is scared. Like, like how kids go around in neighborhoods and they're like, "Hi, we're selling candy bars," and he's the dog that scares them.
To be fair, dude, I've said this before. You wanna paint Sullivan as a scary dog? Reese is an instigator, bro. Ever since I moved here, they were like, you got to make sure you keep an eye on Sullivan. Like if you got people coming to the door, like food, because he'll protect the house. You know,
he's very territorial. Yeah,
right. But he's chilling, bro. I swear to God, every time someone approaches that door, he's chilling until Reese goes, "Arr." And that's all. But Reese knows. Reese knows
Reese will do it from the top of the stairs behind a corner.
Reese knows that he's gonna get in trouble for barking.
Yeah.
So he'll just do that one. And then Sullivan will just fucking, okay, it's time. It's my brother called, it's time. And then, yeah. And then Sullivan gets yelled at, and I'm like, Reese, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're the best. I love them. They're little shits, but I love them. Okay, we got topics, and we are getting so off.
That was our topic.
An hour 24, bro. We barely even said anything.
He opened up. He did have stuff written
Jesus,
down.
dude, I got 9 topics. We're already an hour and a half.
Second glass of whiskey. I'm
bro,
feeling good.
I'm a little tipsy.
I'm leaning back. They probably can't even hear me.
I know, man. That's how I gotta get close to that mic. Dude, we gotta get into this because, man, I'm sure I have a lot to say about it. I'm curious what you say. So this has been a big thing on YouTube. This has been a big thing going on social media. But the whole Keemstar versus H3H3 debacle, everything that's been going on with those videos, and I just, what do you think? Okay, bro, because you know how I feel. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's something I want to say. I want to say specifically, but I would like your insight on the matter.
I literally, I just genuinely don't believe Keemstar is a good person.
Yeah.
And anything positive that he's ever done has had like some way that he personally can benefit from, and has never been from the kindness or goodness of his own heart. He's not a good person, and anyone who supports and associates with him is suspect.
It's funny. Like when I see people defend Keemstar on like social media and stuff, just by the way they talk, the phrases they use, and just the way they present themselves, I can tell there's no possible way that person is above the age of like 20, 21 years old. Dude, they act all like children. They use words like simp, and they use the clown emoji constantly. Like, they just speak in a way where I know they're an internet troll, and they don't actually take anything seriously, right? So I instantly just don't give a shit what they think about or what they say. Like, I just don't care. The big thing for me is, like, obviously I've been very vocal. I've always been very vocal. I think I've been one of the very few people in this industry who has never been afraid to be vocal about my hate and my distaste for Keemstar. I have known he's a horrible human being for a very, very long time. I've been very vocal about that. I've known it firsthand because
he's been around. So I mean, you've been in this industry for a very long time, as has him. Yeah, and he's been a piece of shit
since the very beginning.
The very beginning.
So I'm gonna use words that I don't usually use, but he used so originally, this is how I know Keemstar. So in like early 2008, 2007, I think, he was on YouTube about the same time. He's been around a long time. He actually had a thing called the Federation of Asshole Gamers, aka the FAG, which he said verbatim fag. He called it fag. That's what he called it. Right there. That's a red flag to me. Okay. You're using that word. Really? Like, you don't FAG? Really? Come on, dude. He would use that. So, and basically all it was him going on Halo and him just he was just griefing. He was just like being an asshole to kids. He would dox them. He would get these kids to like cry and like put their moms on the microphone. Like, he would literally just try to just invade people's lives and just be an all-around horrible human being. He was an instigator. Yeah. That's what he did. Those are the videos he made. Am I gonna lie and think I didn't think some of them were funny back in the day? No, I did.
Like, there were some videos where he would just like troll people in video games.
Yeah, which some are fine, but he would make kids cry, dude.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is like it just kept escalating to the point where like it wasn't trolling anymore. It was like actual offenses that like are ruining people's lives, that are putting people in danger, and absolutely no remorse on his end.
So the big thing is like he's a very self-centered person, and
without question.
I mean he's a sociopath. He's narcissistic. All he cares about is himself. He does not care about what he does, what he says to affect anyone. He actually, like, the thing about Keemstar is he always constantly tries to go back to like, oh, I'm a news channel. I'm just here to bring you guys the news.
Yeah,
no big deal. Like, I'm just reporting. I'm a journalist, bro. I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
No, you're fucking not. You're literally like TMZ is low journalism, right? I would put Keemstar in the dirt and in TMZ up in the sky in comparison in terms of journalism skills. Like it is I'm sorry, but that's not journalism, dude. Like all he does is just report on people's, mishaps and things that
he like clickbaits, but then he'll like lie to
he just tries to make shit up.
Yeah, he just says shit.
And people believe him.
If there's a name that can get him clicks, he'll just say whatever the fuck he can to get views and to get attention. And it's disgusting.
It's actually disgusting.
There was like a lot of like instances in H3H3's video that he brought up that like had real world repercussions. You're no longer just trolling people on the fucking internet now. Like they have real world repercussions, and it's absolutely gone too far. And like I said, he just shows absolutely no remorse for it.
That's the big thing. Yeah, it would be understandable if 2007, 2008, Keemstar, who created the Federation of Asshole Gamers, aka FAG, evolved into a person where he was like, yo, that's really fucked up. Like, I can't believe I did that. I'm a changed being. Like, I don't feel like that anymore. Like, I'm so sorry. This is also a guy who's been caught on camera yelling the N-word multiple times and saying that
maliciously.
And saying that black people.
It's bad enough that he says it, but he said maliciously.
And he said that black people are less superior than white people. This is also somebody who has called an innocent man a pedophile with no evidence
because he looked like the picture
he looked like someone
convicted pedophile.
And then he tries to say that his team was the one that made the mistake. That's fucking bullshit. You think that someone like Keemstar is going to trust anyone else to create that nonsense in news, quote unquote news for him?
I just don't think he cares.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care
like,
who he hurts.
I can use the word pedophile in a title, and it relates to the Twitch universe, the streaming universe.
He never takes blame for anything that he ever does. And when he does, I want you to really watch this. So if you are listening to this right now and you're a Keemstar supporter, or you think, oh, Keemstar's not so bad, I want you to listen and go watch any video he ever tries to deflect something. He will always victimize himself. He will always turn it off of him. He will never just accept blame. And when he does, he'll go, oh, I did do that, but this is why. He will make an excuse, and then he will always try to victimize himself and say that someone else put him in that position. He is that type of person. He's a manipulator.
Sorry for him.
He's just a fucking bad person.
Yeah, that's what
a
it comes
bad
down
person.
to.
He's a bad human being.
He will never do anything for the good of anybody but himself.
And
like his tournaments and shit like that were only because that he was going to
benefit from it.
Yeah, he was at the forefront.
He doesn't give a fuck about Warzone.
Look at what Keemstar's doing for the community, and look at what he's doing for the bro. He could give two fucks.
You know what? If anyone's listening right now that has the resources to make a tournament, you should do it. Do tournaments, please. Do Wednesday tournaments. Make a Wednesday Warzone tournament, and just even though it's been 2 weeks since he's done his Warzone tournament for quote unquote server issues. Yeah. Which is weird because man, I was just watching some streams and the servers seem to be good.
I hope that the servers keep having issues.
Yeah, man, I that's so bizarre to me. So I know the one thing that I've been getting a lot on social media is like, well, if you're going against Keemstar, you should definitely be against H3H3. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about Ethan Klein. I don't really follow H3H3. I don't listen to their podcast. The only videos I've ever seen from them is this Keemstar video and I think Vape Nation, like the Vape Nation
meme
video. Yeah, the meme, right?
It's kind of same.
I am not, by zero of my tweets, have I ever said anything defending Ethan Klein and or H3H3. I have no stance on it. I don't know. He could be a literal garbage human being. I don't know. All I do know from my personal experience and from everything that I've gathered over the years and everything that I've seen, Keemstar is a piece of shit. He does not deserve anyone's support, period. He doesn't deserve a platform. He should be banned off YouTube. That's the worst part. He should be banned off Twitch. And the fact that he's not, after all this many years and all the little loopholes that he's been going through, is actually really bothersome. He should not be on the platform.
He's banned on Twitch, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Bro, he has his Warzone Wednesday tournaments.
It's not his channel.
It's on twitch.tv/Keemstar.
Oh, is it really?
Bro, it's absolutely unbelievable.
Okay, that shows how out of touch I am with that, because as soon as it's his tournament, I had no interest in it at all, ever. So I never, like, I 100% thought he was banned on Twitch. That's, okay, well, that goes to my point even further. He's just a very selfish, manipulative human being. He's not a good person. And like, I would never sit here and be like, I'm perfect, or I haven't done things in the past that I regret, or that I thought was wrong now. But the fact that he's a grown fucking man, will never own up to any mistake he's ever made. He has an excuse for fucking everything, and then continues to be a piece of shit human being and show absolutely no growth. Is just the fact that he still has supporters.
So wait, I know this is gonna be a hot take, and I already know it, but I would rather. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't condone some of the previous actions this person did, but the fact that Alinity has gotten more, I feel like, has been like chastised more for showing a little titty than Keemstar and all his actions, is actually baffling to me.
I don't
like. There's still people defending him.
Like, I'm not a big fan of Alinity, but in that case, I'm more upset with Twitch than I am Alinity. But you're 100% correct. She has gotten so much fucking hate. I
don't even mean that. I just mean from like a society standpoint. Like, people are more up in arms. People are more up in arms about like cancel culture and like canceling people because she showed a fucking literal nipple, like a boob that all women have. A literal fucking nipple, dude. Who the fuck cares? Oh my god, like that is mind-boggling to me. And then you have Keemstar, who literally has ruined people's lives. Who tries to just
we're not exaggerating. He accused someone of being a pedophile.
And arguably pushed someone to the brink of suicide.
Yeah. I mean, like, no. Like,
and then tries to say, oh, no, I was good friends with him. And people just say,
news,
he says that. Oh, he's friends with him. He wasn't fucking friends with him. Don't believe a word out of that dude's mouth. God. Now, do I think you should be yeeting your cat over your fucking head? God, no. Jesus Christ. Don't be doing that shit. You know, that's terrible. You know, that's awful. Don't ever hurt an animal like that. But like a nipple, and it looked accidental. Like, I saw the clip. I don't think that was intentional. I don't think she meant to flash her titty. Who the fuck does that intentionally? Okay, maybe some people, but I don't think Alinity of all people would do that.
That's the thing, because, bro, if somebody wanted to, we talked about this on that episode, bro, but if somebody wanted to flash a titty and make money off of it, there are avenues that they could pursue and make a fuck ton of money. I 100% think it was an accidental, and it was super unfortunate. And the fact, and Keemstar was all over that shit, bro.
Of course he was.
He posted a video like 7 times, bro. Ran 16 fucking news stories and 3 videos on it, bro.
That's the thing. If Alinity wanted to, she could just make an OnlyFans account and probably make shit tons of money from showing her boobs. There you go. Boom. Just like
easy.
A lot of people, right? It doesn't matter. So I thought that whole ordeal was very silly. Granted, I feel like I'm at I don't know, man. I feel like you and I are both at the latter stages.
It's exhausting to care that so much about stuff that is
like
so
be up in arms.
Insignificant.
The only thing I have been up in arms about in the recent
happenings of
Twitch is the Keemstar thing, or just happenings of social media. Because like I said, I have experience with it personally. So, okay, you know what? I'm going to get real candid on this. And so tell you guys why I really feel the way that I feel about Keemstar. Because I have had personal interactions with him.
I think this was the catalyst. I think you've always just disliked him, and this was the catalyst that was like, okay, he will never change. He's always a very shitty person.
So I've always, So I've always felt a kind of certain way about Keemstar. You know, he was around YouTube when I was. You know, he was doing Drama Alert and all that. And this is way before Drama Alert really took off. It was getting bigger, but it wasn't huge. it was when swatting was huge. Swatting was really a big thing. And, obviously law enforcement wasn't really completely keen. Yeah, they didn't really know what was going on. So people are getting away with it. Honestly, people aren't getting away with it now. Now there's swatters going to jail and prison for many, many years, which is awesome to see because, they're horrible people.
Dude, back then we were saying, dude, someone's going to die.
And they did. And that's what it took.
That's what it took.
We knew that's what it was going to take, which is awful to say, but we knew that someone was going to have to die for them to actually take swatting seriously, and that's exactly what happened. And then that swatter was what? I think he was just recently sentenced to 10 or 15 years.
Dude,
for literally a phone call. So I don't know how it's not worth it. Don't do that kind of shit.
Resulted in someone's death.
Yeah. So the reason I have such a big issue with Keemstar is because when I was swatted, I've been swatted multiple times. And the first time I was swatted, it was pretty big. It was a big deal. And one of the big thing is swatters do it because they want the recognition. They want to see it happen. They want people to know they did it because they feel macho, I guess. I don't know. It's
an ego thing.
It's an ego thing, exactly. They want people to know it's them.
This
yeah, I'm the one that did that. Oh, look at me. They want attention, right? It's attention seeking. That's all it is. It's people who don't have attention. They want attention. And so I reached out to Keemstar, privately through DMs. I said, hey, Keem, my address is out there. This was a private matter between me and my girlfriend and I at the time experienced this. I was like, hey man, I would really appreciate it if you did not give them the attention they're seeking and put this on your show. And already me thinking he's not going to ever go with this. I know Keemstar. He doesn't give a fuck about what anyone feels like, but I still tried to reach out to him and I was like, it would really mean a lot if you just didn't put this on your show. And he ignored it completely. Didn't say a word to me. He ignored it. And then the next day, Gold Glove swatted. And then he mentioned and showed my tweet, my DM in his show and said that I was trying to censor proper news. All I was trying to do was stop.
Protect you.
I was trying to protect me. I was trying to protect my girlfriend and my family. And I was trying to protect streamers. I was trying to protect streamers from this type of thing happening moving forward, because the reason these people do this is because of that recognition and that attention seeking. And I knew that. So if we just didn't give it any light, if we didn't say anything about it, people would be safer. It wouldn't happen as much. Keemstar doesn't
100%.
give a fuck about that. Oh, it's the news. No, it's not, dude. You could have put a tweet out. Oh, Gold Glove got swatted. No, instead, he clickbaits and makes an entire video dedicated. That's not news, you guys. And it is news to some degree, but if you're going to give out personal information, which, of course, Keemstar always does.
The protection of the people. So in news stories, that was a fucking traumatic event that happened to you. Because it wasn't just someone called the cops and you the cops showed up, whatever. The SWAT team showed up with fucking guns, ready, right? That's traumatic shit.
I don't think I've ever told my story on stream.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't go into it.
No, it's fine. I will. So let me paint this picture for you guys as someone who's been swatted. It is terrifying. It is fucking terrifying. I was sitting there. We were streaming. I was playing CSGO. Just another night, chilling. And I remember at the time I was dating my ex-girlfriend Allie, and she ran into my office. And luckily, she was like, I see lights, cop lights outside of our windows. And she instantly said, and this is when swatting was becoming a little bit more prevalent. And she was like, I think we're being swatted. And I was like, oh, fuck. Someone's going to bust through my door. I'm instantly fucking scared for my life. What if I don't know, dude. What if I'm doing something in the wrong way? What if I'm holding something the wrong way? What if I move the wrong way? I don't want to get fucking shot, dude. I don't want to die. What the fuck? This is horrifying. So I'm like, okay, I think I know what we need to do. We need to just open our front door and we need to just
be out. Hands up.
Exactly. We need to go out there and just make sure that these cops know we're not doing anything funky, right? Because what you guys don't realize is that when they do these swatting calls, they're calling in and saying that something horrible is happening at this address. So the cops come in thinking the worst. So in my head, I went, we need to prove to them that nothing terrible is going on, that, everything's fine. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just walk away from our streams. I didn't even care about my stream being on at the time because I just wanted to obviously focus on this. This is a bigger, more important thing. So I walked out, I stuck my hands out the door, and I was like, you do the same. And we both stuck our hands out the door and we started walking out. And I'm not kidding. The first thing I saw was a giant, I had never seen this vehicle in my entire life. It was a giant fucking like SWAT vehicle, but it was like a giant fucking truck. And it had our local PD on it. And it was completely fully geared SWAT members. There was like 2 over here to the right. There was 2 more on the left. They had the street on both sides completely blocked off with cop cars. There was tons of SWAT members hiding in the bushes. Every single one of these SWAT members fully geared up with AR-15s in their hand, aiming it at us. We literally are just playing video games. That's literally all we're doing. Like, we're not doing anything. We're not hurting anybody. And we come out, and instantly I'm like, hey, I know what this is. Like, I know what this looks like. I'm so sorry. Like, I instantly just felt apologetic that our police force, our SWAT team, had to come to our address to do this when they could have actually been doing something that was important or could have saved actual lives, right? Like, that's where my mind went. And I went, like, I'm so sorry. I know what this is. This is a swatting. This is a prank. Someone's just doing this. And luckily, God, thank them so much, they were kind of already thinking that it was a prank. They were suspect that it wasn't real because, at the time we lived in an apartment complex, and they were like, we've been outside your apartment for 30 minutes. We've had officers go to other doors and ask your neighbors if they've heard anything and yada, yada, yada. Well, if I had a fucking AK-47 and I killed my whole family, you'd think that my neighbors would have heard it.
Something.
Right. So they already kind of thought that it wasn't real. And luckily, nobody was really... You just never know, man. What if I was like that guy in Kansas City and I had a cell phone in my hand and I didn't know they were there?
Yeah.
And I moved it weird and I got shot. Like, that's fucking murder, man.
It's like we knew that was like could potentially be a repercussion way back then, and it was still like fucking fun and games. And even to this day, I feel like there's some kids that are not taking that shit serious. But now that people are being convicted for it, for literal murder,
yeah,
rightfully so.
It's a really frustrating, talking about this actually makes me very angry. But
dude, I got really hot. I don't know if it's the alcohol or your story, but
no, it's very frustrating. And then you have these literal, and what's sad is the guy who got prosecuted and actually sentenced for like I said, for a very long time for swatting because of the Kansas City call. He was 25 years old.
Dude, a grown up.
That makes me fucking sick.
What are you doing?
How are you 25 years old and still that mentally behind?
Yeah.
That you don't understand how much of a fuck up you are by doing that shit.
They have no reasoning in their head. Hey, should I not do this, or is it funny for the internet? Well, no, it's not funny for the internet, but this is how I'm justifying it. Dude, when people say that they lack common sense, or they're book smart and they have a bunch of common sense, they just have nothing going on in their heads.
Yeah.
Other than what's gonna get me attention in this very moment, and it's fucking scary.
It is scary,
that shit's
man.
Dangerous.
I mean, there's always gonna be people who want to hurt other people, but I don't know, man. It's a scary world we live in. That's my experience. That was one of the big reasons.
That happened, and then you an adult approach Keemstar to be like, hey,
yeah,
I would. There's personal information out there. I would appreciate it if we didn't bring attention to it.
Exactly.
And he basically said, fuck you.
He basically just said, fuck me.
Fuck you. My views are more important than your safety.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit. And that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And that was the point where I knew he was just not a good person. He does not care what he does to other people. And then he had the audacity, because I saw him at a PAX Prime.
I remember this.
A PAX West.
I was going to tell the story, but then I decided not to.
I saw him at a PAX West, and here's the thing about PAX West or PAXs in general. The YouTube and streaming community, at least back then, was very tight knit. Everyone knew everybody. Everybody it was kind of a small circle. And so, like, you know, it was like really super late at night. We all ended up at IHOP, and it was like 2 a.m. And that's just where everybody went because nowhere else was open. We all wanted breakfast. We all wanted food because we were all, we were all out drinking and stuff. And he had the audacity, like, I haven't spoken to him since all this had happened.
This was like years later.
Yeah, no, it wasn't years later, but it was at least, it might have been like a year later. It was definitely some time later. And he, like, tried to come up to me and, like, talk to me like we were friends. And one, if you're gonna, like, no, I'm not a fake person. I'm not gonna act like you're my friend when you're not my friend. And, like, he tried to like explain himself. But basically just tried to, again, make it seem like I was the asshole. Like, how dare you try to, limit what I say. And I was just like, dude, I came to you and I asked you a simple question for the safety of not only me.
Didn't even allow you to prepare either. Like, he could have responded and be like, hey, he could have, like, played his little asshole part and been like, oh, it's news. I gotta report the news.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
And, like, at least give you time to fucking, like, prepare for it. And, like, I don't know, like, the fact that you would have to do that is shitty.
I don't know. That was the moment.
But he used you coming to him as an adult as ammunition for his story.
Yeah.
Dude, there's
layers.
So many layers to his fucking pettiness and shittiness.
But that was the night where I legitimately, that was the first night I legitimately would have probably punched someone in the face.
Okay. I'm so happy you brought this up because
I've never wanted to fight someone in my entire life, and that was the first night of my life. I was like, I'm going to actually beat the shit out of him.
I just told someone about this. Because you are probably one of the least confrontational person ever.
Like, I don't want to fight anybody. Look at me, bro.
But you're also like really good about talking people down, and like you don't like one fighting is, especially now that we're older, like fighting's stupid. Like there's really no point.
I have no desire to fight anyone.
I joke about beating people's asses all the time. I probably never will. Hopefully never have to. But you are like literally are constantly trying to be the peacekeeper in most situations.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that I've actually seen you ready to, like, you were not having his shit. And I was like...
No, I told him, I said, turn around, keep eating your food, and don't fucking speak to me ever again.
I was like, Brennan's fucking ready tonight.
And everyone got quiet. His table got quiet. Our table got quiet.
Because he left.
And I was like, don't you ever fucking speak to me again.
Just don't, like,
and then he just turned away and then he left. So
I don't know what he was trying to, like, resolve in that current situation, or unless he was just trying to drum up more drama for his show.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. But that was my last moment, and I ever since I have been very vocal. I don't care how many fucking followers he has. I don't care what he does. He could honestly tomorrow he could tell me that he fucking cured cancer, and I would think he stole that from somebody and tried to take it for himself. Like, he's not a good person. He never will be a good person. He will never.
I genuinely, I do believe people can change. I don't believe he has it in him.
Not him. Not after this long.
Yeah, no.
If you could change and become a better person, he would have by now. And I think at this point, he's just that's him. That's him. You know. So whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, that's my experience with Keemstar.
Dude, yeah. Well, I'm happy he's getting called out now, and it seems like he's actually receiving backlash from it, which
good. It should have happened years ago,
dude.
It should have happened fucking years ago. It shouldn't have gotten to this
point.
He shouldn't have the platform that he has.
Like, why let it escalate to this point? Like, just, I mean, I feel like everyone listening right now is a relatively smart human being. Like, just use your brain, put things together, and you can see that he's very manipulative and not a good person, and that fucking sucks, and he shouldn't have a platform to even manipulate people.
Yeah, you'd think. Anyways, on to better news, because we're 2 hours in, and that was a big chunk of just shit flying at you, bro. We're trying to have a good time. Happy 21.
Happy 21st
to the podcast. We were gonna talk about this last podcast, but we didn't get a chance. Twitch watch parties. You were talking about it a little bit. I got the burps from the beer. My bad. But I actually. So on Sunday, I fired. My daily routine is like I wake up, I get my coffee, I go sit on my computer, and I'm like, oh, Hutch is streaming. Oh, he's gonna watch Midsummer. I'm like, dude, Midsummer was a good ass movie. Like fucking scary, like freaky, like what the fuck is going on kind of movie, but an incredible movie nonetheless. And so I got kind of sucked in, and he was watching it. He was doing a watch party with his viewers watching Midsummer, and like he kept saying like, this is fucking amazing. I'm watching Midsummer with 700 people. And he's right. Like I was like, man, you're right. Like, you get to actually sit there, stream, do your thing, but still we get to watch Amazon videos, like, or movies and TV shows. And I was like, man, this has come a long, long way. It's just crazy. So the Amazon acquisition is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, in this instance, for sure, dude. Like, so when they first announced watch parties, it was in theory sounded cool. Was not a good experience.
Well, it just wasn't there yet.
You couldn't have camera. Like,
Right.
chat might have been restricted.
No, I think you couldn't talk over, could you?
Yeah, you couldn't talk. No camera. People couldn't sub. People couldn't donate.
Oh, really?
They probably could donate because you can do that off stream and stuff like that. But I don't know, dude. Like,
it was very limited.
Yeah, like there was a bunch of restrictions on it.
But they listened quickly. They were like, hey, a lot of streamers had it like a beta. And they were like, and we were like, no, we want to be able to, you know, like have a picture-in-picture with our webcams and have our alerts still and have our mic over there. And they made it so the Twitch player, the Amazon Prime video player takes over where the Twitch video player
It started
goes.
with squad streams. It literally is like a squad stream. So like you click into the watch party thing, and then it moves your like it. You have to opt in.
Takes the webcam.
Yeah, it takes the webcam and puts it like where the ad space would be,
up
above
top
the
right.
chat.
Yeah.
And then everyone can just watch the show.
So the cool thing about it is that because it's not technically your stream content, because your stream is in the top right corner, it doesn't break TOS. So like, for example, Midsummer we just watched with Hutch,
which has scenes.
Oh god, it's got some scenes, dude. It's got a lot of scenes. and I was watching, I was like, and people come to the chat, what the fuck, dude? TOS, and Hutch panicked. He was like, wait, is this actually against TOS? And I was like, no, dude, you're fine. You're not technically streaming
Right.
People have to have an Amazon Video account or Prime account to be able to access it. So they're not watching it through your stream. They're watching it through that Amazon player.
Yeah.
So technically it is not your content. And he's like, oh, okay. But, dude, there's dicks flopping. There's just, there's a lot. There's titties, bro.
We were watching Psych, and like, I know that. I have that information. But there was like a scene in Psych where there was like a bare ass. Mm-hmm. Right? And I was like, oh shit. Like, I'm thinking to myself, oh shit.
Like,
and I was like, no, we're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
You're good. It doesn't matter. So the cool thing is they've opened up their catalog completely. So anything that's on Amazon Prime Video, I think for free. I don't think if it's things you could purchase. But everything that's free on Amazon Prime Video, you can watch it on watch parties. So originally it was kind of a limited list, but now it's completely open. And I haven't done it yet, but man, I've been really wanting to.
Dude, it's fantastic. Someone in chat just now, and normally we don't, but I'm going to call attention to it because someone got banned from doing a watch party. It probably wasn't because of the watch party. It was probably because they had either double audio, and so they were broadcasting the audio. Because I had an issue with that. I wish the way my setup was. So
you can't broadcast the audio because the audio is copyrighted too.
So like with using the mixer, the Go XLR Mini, I have one system that broadcasts the audio entirely. And so when I first started streaming Psych, it was playing through my stream and then on the watch party as well. So my stream was picking up the Psych episode, which is illegal, which could result in a DMCA and a suspension or ban or whatever. So watch parties, you are 100% safe.
You 100%. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Watch parties do not have any effect on they do not coincide with a normal TOS. Because
it's not your stream.
Yeah. So I don't know why Los got banned, but he must have done something else. It was not because there was an ass in a watch party.
Yeah.
Unless he was broadcasting the video himself,
on his stream,
which would
it's pulled up Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
You have to do it through Twitch. Because it's imagine like I'm gonna bring up squad streams again, but imagine like Amazon Prime has their own stream that is broadcasting whatever show or movie that you're watching, and then you are watching that. Like everyone is tuning into the squad stream, and like your stream is just in the corner with strictly your voice.
Why do you keep using squad stream?
Because you literally like click on it and it open watch party in a different tab, and like you open like that. and it like goes to it. You haven't done it yet, so when you see it, you'll
No, I know how to do it. I've done it off stream just to see how it works.
But when you actually go live with it,
yeah, it opens so whatever.
It's like you're squad streaming with Amazon Prime.
Beep, and it puts you in the top right as a picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, above
well,
the
it's
chat.
not a picture-in-picture. It's above chat.
Yeah.
So you go,
picture-in-picture is technically on the stream. But yes, it's... Anyways, it doesn't matter. TOS...
You're fine.
Anything on Amazon Prime video catalog, you can put on watch parties, and you will not get banned for the content that is on that video or movie or
just
TV
make
show.
sure that none of that's coming through on your stream.
Correct. So the audio, especially the audio, you can't. So you need to figure out a way to be able to hear the movie on your headphones, but the stream can't hear it through your stream. Little complicated, but if you're not doing watch parties, it doesn't really matter. You can watch parties.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And it's, dude, I'm telling you, we've been having so much fun with it. It sucks right now. So I get, and this will never change, but I get why, like, obviously we're watching Amazon Prime content. You need an Amazon Prime account to participate in the watch parties. But it is also right now US only, which I know is difficult because
they're going to fix that.
There's region-based things, right? Like,
there's
so
different
Canada
copyright
Netflix
rules. Yeah.
has different shows than US Netflix.
Correct.
And so, like, I know there's conflicts there, and I get it. But once they're able to roll that out to, or if there's like even specific shows,
there's gonna be a limited list internationally. I'm sure.
I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah,
because
same.
Like, it feels bad already. Like Xing out like a number of potential viewers and like a part of your community and stuff. It sucks, but I get it for now. And hopefully that changes. I don't think so Sundays have become like a norm for watch parties in my stream.
It's a good day.
I'll probably keep it that,
watch party.
Yeah, I'll probably keep it that way. But hopefully, the world will be able to enjoy it as well. And then I also like was brought up like free Amazon Prime trials and stuff like that for watch parties and like how that's gonna affect it and if they're gonna include that. I think that would be a really good idea if like Twitch was running like free trials for, I don't know, like users. I don't know. I want more people included.
So what we're trying to say is if you want to see some titties legally on Twitch and not get in trouble with your favorite streamer, if you and your favorite streamer want to see some titties together, you can do watch parties,
which is important.
So make sure you have a Prime account and make sure you use your Prime account on twitch.tv/GoldGlove and or Vern Notice. It would have to be
your favorite sub, unless your favorite sub is not one of us, or your favorite streamer is not one of us.
Your favorite streamer, twitch.tv/GoldGlove and or twitch.tv/Vern Notice.
You can definitely use
it. No, there's no other places, just us two in the world. So
on your favorite streamer, unless
those are your favorite. Yep, those are your favorite.
In which case you have to use it on us.
Oh, next thing I want to talk about.
For sure.
Games Vern should play. So the reason I put this as a topic is because I'm not hating.
Here we fucking go, dude.
I'm not hating.
Look, that was going to be my last glass of whiskey.
He's like, I'm grabbing another. I'm not hating. Games Vern should play. So this came up because I went into your stream today. Okay, you definitely... maybe you didn't tweet you were playing it now, but you definitely tweeted something about Skyrim not that long ago. Yeah. Okay, maybe that's what I saw. And
we'll get into it. Maybe.
That was like 2 weeks ago, so I thought you'd be on Skyrim by now. You're still playing. Anyways, how many times have you actually beat Oblivion?
Dude, like 6 or 7.
Okay. So, Vern, I love you. I think Vern is he likes his comfort zone. He likes, he's played Oblivion many times. I get it because I see you stream it. It's stream interaction. You can talk and play this game mindlessly while also interacting with your stream, and I totally get that. But there's so many games. When I watch you play that and how excited you get and how into it you are, I'm like, man, there are so many games that Vern would love. Have you played The Witcher 3?
No.
So, after you're done with Oblivion and then you go play Skyrim,
okay,
Witcher 3 needs to be the next single-player game on your list.
It's funny you say that.
You will love it, Vern. You
will
love it.
It's funny you say that. So, okay, let me first defend myself by saying me streaming Oblivion as much as I have been was not the plan. Like I had like a rough day on Warzone the day before, and I was like, you know what? I just want a chill game that I can fucking relax to and hang out with chat and still be able to stream, but like not really have to fucking try that hard. So Oblivion, and everyone loved it. I had a blast. Chat had a blast. The amount of people that were in chat that were like, dude, Vern playing Oblivion, this is great. And so I was like, if they enjoy it, I had a good time today. Might as well do it again. And so I ended up streaming like 40 hours of Oblivion last week. And
so now you're 100%ing it.
And it just turned into like a 100% run. I was like, fuck it, we might as well just beat the whole thing. But people enjoyed it so much, but then it got me excited for like For the fact that Oblivion would do well on my stream again, and like people actually enjoyed that type of content on a game that's literally came out in like 2007, 2008, maybe around there. That is like 10 to 12 years old.
I think it's earlier than that.
Maybe it was an Xbox 360 release type.
Yeah. So 2006.
Okay, so like the fact that like people are enjoying that, I was like, maybe I give Skyrim another chance because I never actually beat it. So like that's the plan now, and like I feel like my stream is like kind of like moving towards that genre of video games, and so I was like, okay, so Skyrim after this because I mean one of the biggest series on my channel ever, back when I was posting on Loading God Mode, youtube.com/Loading God Mode, was Oblivion Live. And it was like this like massive playthrough of Oblivion, and I fucking beat the shit out of that game, and I recorded all of it, and it was great, dude. It was fantastic, and it was in anticipation for Skyrim.
And then you never played or never beat it.
I never beat it.
I've never beat either of them, but
it just wasn't Oblivion, right? And so like I was really critiquing the game, and I just finished my Oblivion playthrough, and then got Skyrim, and I had fun with it, but it wasn't Oblivion, and so like I never gave it the actual shot that it deserved. So now playing through Oblivion again and being able to like look back, I was like, dude, I'm kind of excited to play Skyrim.
Sure.
And then someone in chat was like, what about The Witcher 3?
Dude.
And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is just the course we take. If you guys enjoy it and I can have fun playing it, I'm down to play through all these RPGs, which I never really got into back in the day. Just
I'm telling
Oblivion.
you, Witcher 3 has the Witcher 3, then the Hearts of Stone DLC, and then the Blood and Wine DLC. And Hearts of Stone DLC definitely is DLC. Blood and Wine is like a completely new game. It is so long that it's a new game. I just finished finally. It took me 5 years to start, stop, to actually beat through all the DLCs of Witcher 3. Arguably, it is the best RPG ever made.
That's exciting.
It is incredible. Like, and Blood and Wine is better than the full game, and the full game is great.
You know what I've been loving the most about this playthrough, though, of Oblivion, is, like, we've actually been, like, listening to dialogue and, like, reading books in the game and, like, discovering lore and, like, having a deeper understanding, which I never even did in my initial playthrough. Like, I would burn through it, even when we would, like, go back and play it on stream, because I played it so many times. I'm like, oh, I know what's going to happen here. I know what to do to beat this mission. And that was the goal. And now we're, like, having a deeper understanding of these characters and, like, what happened and what went down. And it actually got me really, really excited. I was, like, really into it. I sat there and read a book about a dead fucking pirate for, like, 30 minutes the other day. Like, I was reading a book that was in a video game.
Oh, dude, you're excited for The Witcher then. Witcher, dude, you're gonna.
But that's why it's taking me so long too.
Yeah, exactly. You'll spend more time reading than you will playing. Someone in your chat, I just noticed, said, "I wish Vern would play on a harder difficulty than easy."
No, it's Kitech, and he's a troll, and I'm not here to fucking prove how fucking good I am at Oblivion.
I mean, you gotta. Best. Oh, okay, Oblivion's one thing, but you gotta play the other stuff on like at least normal.
Oh, I will, dude. It's funny because like, so I really like stunted myself in this build that I went at Oblivion, and I'm doing like strictly hand-to-hand stuff, and like I have some magic spells, but it's mostly hand-to-hand. And so I lowered the difficulty, and it's easy, right? It's like never in jeopardy of actually dying. But yeah, so when I go into like boss fights, or like there was
most games don't have difficulty sliders like that.
Yeah, right.
Super like different difficulty, and then you can change it. Like most games, you have to set it, and it doesn't change.
But yeah. So if I go into there was one fight where the other dude, and I know I've like battled that character before, so I knew he was like a hand-to-hand expert. Like he was like the like hand-to-hand, like it was like basically Tyson, and I was another hand-to-hand fucking, and so like I moved the difficulty up to make sure that I was like, it was a fair fight. Like if I wanted to be the best, I had to beat the best. He was the best, and I beat his ass.
There you go.
And then I moved it back down, so I could just run through everyone else.
Of course you
did. It gets real. I mean, the gameplay like that gets real monotonous.
Yeah,
for streams. If I'm like sitting here like trying to like constantly blocking and parrying and
so
stuff.
Wait, so let's go back to this original topic start. Is games Vern should play.
Sure.
So Witcher, Skyrim.
On it.
Have you played the Fallout series?
I played a little bit of a lot of them.
Okay, so Fallout 3, great game.
It had the same impact as Skyrim did with me.
I think
you're
older now, so I think you can get through it, and you have the time, especially during quarantine. You can just sink it in, and you can get through the game. You don't have to do all side quests. Just play the stories. Fallout 3, great game. Fallout New Vegas, phenomenal game.
Dude,
and then Fallout 4, Fallout 4 is all right.
I played probably the most of Fallout 4. New Vegas, So I bought that game for PlayStation 3, and Vince actually was like, dude, it's a buggy piece of shit on the PS3. It's so buggy, it's laggy, it's not good. And I went in with those connotations, and I played through the tutorial. It took me like 15-20 minutes to play through the tutorial. The game crashed like on PS3, which is like literally fucking when does that happen, right? And so it crashed. I booted it up, didn't have a save file, had to start the tutorial all over again. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And never played it again.
Well, now you got time. It won't do that. And the great thing is about all those games, Witcher, Skyrim, Fallout, you can mod the fuck out of them. You can do texture mods to make the game look better. Like, go to Nexus Mods and just mod the fuck out of them before you even start it, and then you have a great experience. That's how I played The Witcher 3.
Okay.
I will even show you how to do it if you've never modded
actually,
it.
yes.
Because it will make it more enjoyable.
And
you can even do.
I will show you how to top lane Tryndamere.
I don't want to play League of Legends ever.
Games that Brendan should play.
Okay.
Your community loves League of
Have you ever
Legends.
played the Deus Ex series?
No, and I never really had an interest in that.
We're just gonna keep going on lists, okay? Because there are games.
But these are all games you know.
Yeah,
I
have you?
played.
Okay, wait a minute. No, that's not true. I don't actually know. That's why I'm asking.
Talked about this in the podcast.
God of War.
Yeah,
The newest God of War.
Yes, played through it in its entirety, and it's one of my favorite games.
So, but you haven't played the original 3.
I played through a lot of the third, never the first and the second.
Okay.
But I was more of an Xbox gamer. I never really fucked with my PlayStation.
I mean, me neither. I mean, obviously, I played 1, 2, and 3 right up before God of War came out.
Sure.
But I mean, good God, that was
God
fucking
of War was
phenomenal.
Amazing.
God of War. It's not God of War 4. It's God of War.
Sure, dude. It's the fourth one.
Because it's essentially gonna be a reboot. Not a reboot, but they're like, I'm assuming they're gonna make a God of War. I don't know what they're gonna do actually.
The fourth God of War game was fucking incredible.
But it's not the fourth God of War game because there's God of War Ascension. There's God of War. There's like 9 God of War games.
It's God of War 4.
It's not technically. It's just God of War. Have you played Mass Effect?
Yes, I played every single one of those.
But you've never beat them?
No,
bro. You gotta beat these games.
I'm not a big. I was never a big fan of RPGs. Just Oblivion like found me at the fucking right time.
So now you're into RPGs.
I'm into Oblivion. I don't know. We'll play Skyrim and maybe I'll like it. Maybe I won't.
So like the reason I suggest Deus Ex is because early Deus Ex I feel like you can maybe skip if you really there's a lot of people who will say Deus Ex is one of the best PC games ever made. Granted, that's nostalgic purposes, like in its time. But like the newest Deus Ex game, Mankind Divided, very fucking great game. I played it off stream because it's such an in-depth RPG that I didn't want to, like, streaming it was kind of boring. For me, at least. Because it was like...
That's what I feel like a lot of... Like, that's the thing is, like, with Oblivion...
Witcher was like that for me for a little bit,
that's
too.
why I turned the difficulty down. And honestly, if I feel like it's going that way, like, I might... If they're not... They sometimes are not good games to stream. There's some streamers that can do it gracefully, and it does really well on their channels. And I don't know if I'm that person. I literally played League of Legends for like 6 hours yesterday, screaming my fucking head off. You probably heard me. And it was one of the funnest streams I had in a very long time. Yeah.
I haven't heard you scream that loud in since you moved in, and you said, I fucking hate this game!
Yeah, and I had a blast.
I just looked at Surf, and she looked at me, and then I just shut my door.
Dude, it was so...
You had a blast.
Yesterday's stream was so fun.
Okay.
Right?
I thought you were really pissed.
I can't, like, I don't know. It's like, that's where I feel like I thrive. And so, like, RPG games I get really, really, like, self-conscious about because there is a lot of lore, and I don't know how to make that a good experience for my chat.
Some people are... That's the thing. Like, so you instantly look at your chat, and if it's vocal, you think, oh man, this is a successful stream. But when it's quiet, you think, oh, I'm not doing something right. But what you don't realize is when it comes to an RPG game that's super immersive, the people who are really immersed in it and are liking it, they're not talking in chat constantly. They're the ones just watching and sitting back, seeing what you're doing, and they're learning about the lore, right? That's just... Those are the people enjoying it.
Oh, I know.
But as a streamer, that's hard to, like, remember.
Okay, I'm glad that you say that. Like, as a streamer, because when I watch streams, I 100% lurk. Your channel is probably the most I talk in a stream. And it's not that often. Right? And so, like, I understand, like, lurking tendencies, and I love my lurkers. But when like I'm streaming and like it's like a dull part and I'm just like walking to an area or I'm like going to a quest.
You want to be able to interact.
Yeah, I want to be able, and it's nice because like Oblivion, there's never a moment where like I have to disengage from my chat to understand the story. Like I'm constantly aware of my chat, everything that's happening. We're constantly going back and forth, and then if I need to take a break to like involve them in a situation I think they should understand, it's easy for me to do that and then just go right back to that engagement.
Right.
And so like it's been good, and I've never experienced that with other RPG games, and I feel like that's more of a me thing. And I know what you're saying in the sense that like chat's going to die down because people are invested in the gameplay and they're just watching the streams. But like I get super self-conscious about that, and like you said, I chalk that up to like not being
like a good streamer at the moment. Yeah. So when Cyberpunk 2077 actually releases, if my chat is not fucking silent and dead the whole time, I'm gonna be fucking furious because you're gonna be ruining my immersion by speaking in my chat. Okay? I mean that. I don't want to see a fucking word.
Good, I do. You guys, if you guys want to chat, you can come over to my stream. I might not read it because I'm playing the game, but
I cannot wait for that game.
Happy.
Are you gonna not beat that game too?
We'll see. I plan on playing it.
How do you get that far in and then just... Oh, never mind. I don't know why I'm asking you. I do the same thing. You know,
you literally just said you never beat Skyrim or Oblivion.
You know what's funny? I've started Skyrim 4 different times, and I get to a point where I'm like, yeah, it's not that good. It's not... You know what? Oblivion is the better Elder Scrolls... It's the best Elder Scrolls game. I get why you love it.
Dude,
Oblivion's a great game. It's great.
Like, and that's...
I don't
like,
I'm not
an
RPG
fan.
Is the best. It's
like,
not.
If I was sitting here and I was a huge fan of RPGs, and you're like, oh, but you never played Mass Effect. You never... Like, I would get it. But like I'm not. I don't like RPGs. It's like too much of an investment.
Effect, you have to play Mass Effect. Mass Effect is so good.
I lose interest. I want to fucking like murder people.
I mean,
the satisfaction of video games is knowing that I've ruined someone else's good time. Okay, like, that's what I love about video games.
Me too. I like multiplayer experiences as well, and like
so it's PvP. It's hard to get like that invested in a single player RPG because they are so time consuming. Like. Dude, honestly, you could... I'm like 50 hours into my Oblivion playthrough again. And...
Which I watch, and then I think, wow, he has all this time to play Oblivion. He could beat all these other games and have a great
I just experience. I don't want to just beat them. Like, I started playing Crackdown 3.
Bro, I heard it's not good. I was afraid to touch it because the first one was so good that I haven't touched Crackdown 3. It's not as good, is it? Be honest with me, just say it. Say it.
It wasn't as good as Crackdown 1.
It's just not even near as good, right?
No. But I had fucking fun with it, just fucking around and doing like side missions and shit. But then I realized like I'm a completionist. I'm gonna do all these side missions. But then I'm not a completionist.
I'm the same way.
I don't like this is so overwhelming. I want to play fucking Warzone. I want to go play like the League of Legends. I want to like play these other games.
Okay, well I got something for you right now. How would you, my friend, like to take a trip down memory lane and do a little reboot because we never did finish it, and we play Saints Row 3 Remastered co-op?
Dude, I think that would be a fucking blast.
Yeah? Dude, it's out. Remastered. We started that game together. We never beat it.
Saints Row 3 or 4?
Was it Saints Row 4?
I thought it was 4 that we were playing together and we never finished.
Maybe it was 4.
But
we could do 3.
If 3 is co-op, I'm so down.
I'm pretty sure it's co-op.
Dude, I even got into Saints Row 2's multiplayer heavily. I had a friend in school at the time who like was like a cool kid in school.
Oh, the cool kid. Was it the same kid that Shank? You'd have been dead?
No, that was Anthony. This is Chad.
Oh, Chad, of course.
He threw a kid through a fucking our school store.
That's like, a cool kid? Like throwing kids through windows?
He was talking shit, bro. He handled his business.
He probably got all the ladies.
Well, he had a lady. I remember that. I remember we went and played basketball together one time, and he had a pack of Magnums in the back seat, and I like went to go grab my shoes. We're like 16. He just had... I think I was 16, he was 17. And we're going, if you guys are from like the outer Detroit area, you know what Joe Dumar's field house is. But I used to go play up there every now and again. And we were going up there just to like fucking like play some pickup games. And my shoes were in his back seat. And I went to go grab my shoes, and there was like this just fucking bunch of condoms. And I was like, nice, bro. He's like, you never know. And I was like, damn, he fucks.
Well, no, he said you never know. He doesn't mean he fucks. You just never know when you're going to get in a
was
situation where you
fucking.
need to slap on one of the Magnum condoms that are 4 inches too long for your dick, so you got to tie a knot in the end. I don't know from experience. Anyway,
but I would. Oh, but that's what I was getting at. He was really into Saints Row 2 multiplayer.
Seems like a dude that would be a Chad.
I was really good at that fucking game. The multiplayer. But I love Saints Row. That whole fucking
It's on the list. It's on the list then.
Incredible.
So this leads me into one of my next topics, or two topics. These kind of go hand in hand. So there's things in every game. There's like, so I have one that really sticks out on my mind. But what's like one thing that seems to be in every fucking game that you hate or just sucks? And for example, I'll start things off because I bitch about it all the fucking time. Sewers. Fucking sewers in every single. I'm telling you, the next time you play a single player game, it doesn't matter what it is. Any single player game you ever play, there will be a scene where you will fucking go into the sewers. You'll in it doesn't fucking matter. Call of Duty, there's a sewer mission. In fucking Witcher, there's tons of sewer missions. In Dead Island, there's just a sewer in every fucking game. I'm so sick of sewers.
Oh, we gotta go to the sewers again.
Oh, dude, gotta go down to the sewers.
Who saw that coming,
Resident Evil.
I need to go to the sewers to rescue this fucking family of 4? Why are they in the sewers?
The fucking sewers. They're in every single fucking game. L.A. Noire. I bet you go in the sewers. I know you go in the sewers. They're in every fucking game you'll ever play. Sewers. I don't know what it is. I think it's an unwritten rule, or it is a written rule for development.
That's
and they're
what
like,
it
we
is.
gotta throw sewers in there.
Did we get into the sewer mission yet?
Dude, have
There's
we done any
There's
sewers?
no sewer mission?
We gotta get on that.
Scrap it. You're gonna put it in? Okay. Continue. Run it.
Every
Production.
fucking
Go ahead.
game.
I think this is from chat, but I completely agree because we had fucking 4 of them recently in Oblivion. Escort missions.
Oh, the worst.
4 of them. Literally today.
Especially escort missions that don't match your speed.
We had 2 today. Yes. And so I'm late game in Oblivion. So like my speed, my athletics, my acrobatics, I'm fucking zooming. Right. I'm fucking zooming.
And you gotta, wait.
They will literally, they don't keep, there's some escort missions that do it right where they keep up with you. So technically, if you're trying to lead, you can fucking just if you know where you're going, just fucking go.
Right.
But today, twice, I was like being escorted. They're like, oh, don't worry. I know where we're going. Follow me. And then cool. And so I'm fucking walking at a snail's pace.
My
and
God.
I would see something that I want to go interact with, like a chest or something. And I would go and literally lose the person because when you get a certain distance from them, they just fucking stop. They don't try and keep up. They just stop. So then I got to go find the person who's supposedly leading me to where I've already been. And it's miserable.
Dude, the one I hate is are the escort missions or tailing missions where you have to follow them, and if you so they're doing like a dialogue, right? And you're walking behind them, dialogue's going, but then as soon as what is that? And you go to explore the world, they stop the dialogue, you go to your thing, you come back, it takes a second, you're back, and then it goes on with the dialogue. It takes forever to get back to where it was, and you're like, Jesus, it's gonna take forever. I can't go off track, I can't explore. Dude, the worst. Oh my. Dude, I think The Witcher is actually one of those games where it has escort missions or where you're with somebody, but they match your speed.
Oh, that's
so
phenomenal.
if you want to gallop
we
fast.
love it. We stand that Witcher 3. We stand.
Yes! I'm assuming Cyberpunk will have the same thing, but
Hopefully.
they match your speed. So you don't have to match their speed and walk super slow, or you get too far ahead and because you know where you need to go.
In Oblivion, I'm like literally jumping around him, just fucking around, waiting for this dude to continue, like get to where he's going. It's miserable. Another thing that I absolutely I don't like hate it, but I think it's really ironic is the elevator loading screen. Like, especially recently, like, games have, like, tried to get past this part of, like, actual loading screens, and so they include, like, like somewhat cinematics to, like, buffer that. Right? And it's always a fucking elevator, dude.
A lot of elevators.
Like, we need to go to
Mass
fucking...
Effect does elevators a lot.
And it, like, dude, what game was I just... Was it Fallout that I was just playing in that had, like... I don't. Dude, it's in like fucking every single player game where like if they're trying to avoid a loading screen, they'll give you an elevator. Maybe it was Rage 2. I think it was Rage 2.
Fuck Rage 2. Fuck Rage 2.
But that's what like I was thinking about it because like God of War, the new God of War game, phenomenal, fucking
Not a lot of load screens. I don't remember
at all. There were. I don't think there was any.
Because that's the continuous shot. Everything's one continuous shot.
The progress were like the stories between.
Oh right.
Boy. You know,
boy.
They were just like he would tell like these stories, and you can go at your own pace. Like if you were interested in these stories, you could like go slower and like listen and like interact with that. And if like you were just trying to complete the fucking mission, it would direct line to where you were going, and it was done. It was cut off. I'll finish next time. And it would like, you know.
Wait, I don't remember that. I feel like I finished every story then because I don't remember him saying that. Maybe I do.
And like, no time to talk now. Like I swear there was dialogue like that in that game, and it was fucking fantastic.
God of War is one of the best games ever.
Dude, it was fucking
just
fantastic.
Like, all in all, like the cinematography, the one shot the entire way. There's no like cuts. It's just all one continuous camera angle.
And then, And then you would like go into the action. I remember like the fight scenes in that game were amazing.
The intro, the main menu. It starts and it has the axe. It has his axe inside the piece of wood. And that's the intro, right? It just starts, and then the main menu, and then all of a sudden you click start game,
and he fucking goes and snatches it.
He just goes and grabs it, and that's how it starts the game. And you're like, "What the fuck?
I've been a part of this the whole time.
This has been the start. Like it's incredible."
A quick nod to so you. I don't think you've ever even played it, but Mario Maker 2.
No, dude. I love myself. I don't hate to.
For this, I love Mario, and so I was into Mario Maker 2 for a long time. When I first downloaded that game, like I was at the loading screen, and the loading screen is a level. I literally died. Like the time it just like you press start and then you like load into the actual game, but like you're on a map, a Mario map, and there's a timer in the top corner. It's playing like normal, and if you just let the timer, I was talking to chat, and it happened, and I fucking died on the loading, like on the start screen. And there was like I just recently watched a clip of it, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, how did I die?" I thought that was like really, really. I thought it was cool. It was funny, you know.
That's hilarious. Okay, so now that we talked about things that suck, that's common in games, what about things that are common in games that you love? So for me, I don't know why. It can be super basic, but anytime there's like, especially in a game like Oblivion and Skyrim. When there's like, or Witcher, when there's like a Colosseum, when there's like a gladiator Colosseum where I can go in, I fight one enemy, next round I fight another one, like arenas, and like, I love that shit. I love fucking, loot too, loot. God, I love loot. Give me all the loot.
Yeah.
Give me the ability to get loot. Try new things, pick up new things. Loot's fucking awesome.
I love that. I love like special items and special. So like my Oblivion playthrough right now, I'm not. So I used to be a hoarder, and I would buy a house in the game, and then everything that I ever picked up in any cave, I would fucking just store in a chest in my house, and I would keep literally everything.
Yeah.
This playthrough, I've been selling it all, right?
With
and
tons
only
of money?
keeping it, dude. I'm fucking loaded.
Yeah, I bet.
But I'm only keeping
I
special gear, right?
Okay.
I'm only keeping like special, and this is like we just started the Daedric missions today, which is something that I love. They're like special, like weapons and armor and like jewelry and like enchanted shit that is one of a kind. And I love special items in games that you have to work for to get, but once you have it, they don't even have to be OP, like right? Like, they don't even have to be overpowered, but just the fact that they're unique makes you feel good that and accomplished that you have it and that you can use it now.
Right. What was I gonna say? Shit.
About items, about looting. You're
a
loot goblin.
No, dude. Oh no. What were we saying? Now I don't remember.
We're talking about you love looting so much. Goldy loots in the chat.
I had a thing, dude. No, someone said something that I agreed with. And now I don't remember what it was.
Dude, I can tell you about this fucking. I got a 0 star today on Oblivion, and it's like a reusable soul gem, which is incredible.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I got it. Sorry.
I was there for you, bro. No one gives a fuck about a 0
you know
star.
what I love about in games? When you, so I think Witcher has this. I think Witcher has it, or it's one of the mods that I added. But like you're collecting all the shit, right? You just said it. Like you used to hold on to everything. Yeah. I'm the same way. I grab everything. And then if I realize it's junk, then I'll sell it, right? Well, I love games that automatically go sell all junk. and it categorizes what all the junk is, what you don't need, what you don't want.
Yeah.
It knows it, and you can just click one button.
Dude,
boom, all
fantastic
sold.
feature.
Oh my
Fallout's
god, I'll
good for
fuck
that, right?
game if it does that shit. Fallout does that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
Fallout is what I'm thinking of.
So, dude, okay, my dumbass today. I played a mission we're gonna keep talking about Oblivion. You wanted to talk about games and shit,
dude.
I fucking
There's
love it so
other
much.
games.
Yeah, but listen, this is what's relevant in my life right now. There was a mission where they had to take my entire inventory because I was about to join this fucking cult or whatever, right? And they take my entire inventory from me, and I have a ton of shit. And I murdered the dude who took my inventory from me, and I was going to take it back. And I was sitting there taking every item one by one by one, and I had over like 100 things.
You want to take all?
And chat was like, "Take all."
Yeah, just
take
click
all.
take all.
Take all.
What's
And I
wrong
like
with you?
it didn't register that was like a fucking option for me. And as many times as I've played the game, and I was sitting there taking item by item, and they're like, "Take all, just take all." And
Dude,
I was
just
like,
take all.
and I was like, "Thank God!" And I was like 30 items deep, and I was like, "Thank God for Twitch chat right now because we'd have been here all fucking night."
Jesus, dude. Speaking of being here all night, this is
Dude.
the longest podcast we've ever had.
Yeah, dude, we should get drunk more
We should
often. I'm
not drink more often
I
because,
fucking
man,
love
this might
today.
end up being a 5-hour podcast every day.
No, I feel this could be a good stopping point. We love games.
We love games. I just thought I thought it would be cool to talk about the things we like because there's common things that games do. I don't know why. There's so many common things that games do that just suck. And then
Yeah.
like, why?
Dude, it's just
if it sucks, don't put it in your game. Do it better.
It's almost like a rite of passage at this point.
Sewers, bro. Fuck sewers. I'm telling you, now that I've said this, pay attention to every game. You will see a sewer mission.
Been climbing through sewers.
Yep.
Like, for probably like 30% of my playthrough.
Every game has sewers, dude. And you can be that guy. Well, I mean, if you want your game to be immersive, sewers exist in real life, so it makes it more realistic.
Yeah, but
Shut
when
the
have you
fuck
ever
up.
gone to a fucking sewer?
Yeah. When have you ever gone into a sewer ever in your entire life, all right?
That's what I'm saying. But how many times have you taken everything with one click of a button in real life?
The only time I want to see sewers is if they make a really good It game.
Oh.
Ooh.
Dude, I would love
Ooh.
spooky games based around like horror movies and like lore.
Like imagine a scary It game.
Like the Saw games?
I never played them.
Not so good.
I love Saw, but I never played it.
But I'm just saying, you make a good Saw game that has like, these like intricate puzzles and shit, dude. That would be so fucking.
That would be sick. We need more like scary games that are good. Dead Space. Have you ever played Dead Space?
Played through a lot of. I never finished.
Oh, you gotta play those. Dead Space. All of them are phenomenal. All of them.
You know what's my favorite genre of games that I went through like a huge like span of time that it was like all I played on stream are like these short, like very immersive story games that are like 4 to 6 hours a piece. I would like crank one out of stream, and I did it for like 3 weeks straight.
I don't think Dead Space is that. I remember the Dead Space 3 being like a longer game, but I think the first couple are like
that's what deters me the most.
Hours.
Is if it's
Takes
gonna take
too
like
many.
several streams, if I gotta dedicate like entire week, if I want to, right? Like cool, I'll grind this game out like Oblivion. But if I'm like forced to in order to complete the game, and there's other games I want to play, it's hard for me.
I feel that. I still haven't beat Gears Tactics.
I haven't even started it. In your defense, I haven't even started it. Like I want to play it.
I'm right at the end, and I haven't finished it.
It's not my genre of game, but I want to play it because it's canon to the Gears lore. So I want to get that part of the story.
Right.
But it's not my style of game. So
I think this is a good place to end the podcast. Mainly because I'll be honest, dude, I've got to take the most righteous shit of my entire life. Like this thing
here for a minute.
This thing has been. It is like, bro.
This is the longest podcast we've done.
It's time to move on. Like it's time to get this show on the road. So, thank you guys so much. Episode 21 of Brothers CM Podcast.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes,
thank you so much for tuning in.
We bounced around a lot. I am full on prairie dogging.
If you guys want more of him, go follow me on GoldGloveTV everywhere. Myself, Vern Notice. If you're new to the podcast, feel free to start leave a review if you guys are interested in that. I appreciate you guys hanging out, listening. I hope you have a great day. You're beautiful, and remember that you deserve the world. And I hope that you
deserve
get
the world. We
granted
love you,
the world.
and we'll see you guys in our next gaming streams.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. We love you. Goodbye.
guess we missed last call. Too into each other to notice they turned on the lights. It's that kind of night. I walk you to your car, but it's not a good idea for either of us to drive. So how about we ride? I'll get us in an Uber back. We can go back to my place. Kick your heels up at the doorway. Why does the night have to end? Just cause the bartender said, won't you come in for a nightcap? One more drink with you wouldn't be so bad. I thought we'll just fall into bed, but if we fall in love instead, would you la 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 that? Only one way to know. Won't you come in for a from the balcony that I've been telling you about? Isn't it wild? Let's get more wasted for free. I'll make you a drink, you can make yourself comfortable right on this floor of the couch. I'll get us in an Uber back, we can go back to my place. Kinda reckless for a Tuesday, but why does the night have to end? Just cause the bartender said, won't you come in for a nightcap? One more drink with you.